can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. See our team make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor!
Cut on every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Go back to bed. Get back under the covers and go back to bed. You don't want to listen to this today. You don't want to hear this today. The Jets are a laughing stock, and the Giants gave you one of the most embarrassing, worst losses you could ever imagine. Ever. Rick, good morning.
Hey, listen, not only do I want to hear this, I stayed up to listen to you after the game yesterday. I wanted a double dose of Dave.
Good.
I listened to Dave Rothenberg's Giants Obsession, where I don't want to be here. I'm done.
I don't want to be. All I want to do is be in bed. You know,
Well,
I want to get under the covers, and I want to put on a show. I like to let me watch The Americans, and let me go away. You know what they do when people are in massive pain? They put them in a coma. Put me in a coma. Seriously, there must be a doctor out there that will give me an IV that will put me in a coma.
Yeah, but you were so back. According to
A
the group
sedated coma. That's what I want to be in, like a well-monitored coma.
According to the group chat, you were back, baby. Playoff talk.
The group chat is not a safe space at all. I hate that group chat. I hate all of you in that group chat.
John has the Giants, and they've got to be one of the 7 best teams in the NFC. RJ's got playoff
Nobody
talk.
can wait. Nobody can. Playoff. You know, guys are going to be talking about. Shut up. All of you, shut up. Can you wait till the game is over? We have a whole week to do this. The whole week.
Because you guys should shut up. This
Shut
isn't
up.
our fault.
I left the group chat. I left it.
Playoffs?
This isn't our fault. Playoff talk. Shut up.
Shut up.
Then it goes.
Honestly.
That's 7:02. Dave Rothenberg has left the conversation.
Oh, you see when I leave?
Yeah, it gives us the announcement that you left the conversation.
Oh, I want out. I want off.
So I had to re-add you. I re-added you.
You're the one?
Yeah, I had to.
See, everyone else had the respect. You know what? Let him have his space. Not
No.
you.
What do you mean respect? I was like, fellas, are we trying to give Dave a nervous breakdown right now? Can we relax? What are we doing right now?
So you understood why I got so annoyed.
Yeah, I would have been upset too.
I mean, why are they doing that?
I have no idea.
Who tempts fate like that?
These guys.
You know what the best thing to ever happen to the Jets is?
This?
McTanamanamani, whatever his name is.
Oh, how was he your kicker?
How is he in the NFL? Leave him in Denver.
He won a kicking competition.
Yeah. Against what, children? What was the back of a cereal box? They're like, all right, next up, he's 26, but he looks like he's 11. McTanamanamani.
Hey, he lost his job at Rutgers, but he won your kicking competition.
Never kicks a 40-yard field goal. He wasn't close to making those kicks. Why is it that every other team, hey, Parker Romo, he can make every kick. Joel Pinheiro, he can make whatever his name is. Freddie Pinheiro, whatever Pinheiro's name is. Whatever I don't know his name.
Yeah, there are a couple 61-yarders yesterday.
Oh, yeah, the backup on, what's the guy's name on Green Bay? Havraslack, whatever his name is, 61, no problem. Yeah. And I know the guys are going to be like, Dave, you're peeking a little bit, guy. Dave, you're peeking a little bit. Maybe move it. No. Maybe I eat the microphone. I'm furious. You have no idea how angry I am. Sherry didn't want me to drive to do my podcast last night.
It was that bad?
Let me drive you. I said, no, get out of my way. Please let me. It was like one of those, like, you have a massive drug problem. You need to go to rehab. No. Let me out of here. That's what it was like. Please let me drive you. We don't have to talk the whole way. No. How about no?
Yeah. She was concerned for you.
How about I drive me? Put me in a coma. Really. Not one that's going to last forever. Not like a Klaus von Bülow coma. Just like a garden variety. 3-4 days till the pain subsides, and then you bring me out.
No, we can't do that. The Giants fan needs you today.
I don't want to do this.
It was so good through 3 quarters, though. It was
so good through 3 quarters.
So good.
And it got ripped away.
Well,
if this doesn't prove to you that Shane Bowen, Brian Dable, this is not for them. It's not for them. You can't lose games that you have, that they're done, that you've won them. There's no way anyone can convince me this team shouldn't be sitting here at least at 4-3 right now. At least.
Right. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I am the same person that after you beat the Eagles and you were all gung-ho, you can't get rid of Brian Dable and Joe Shane now after, a game you should have won in Denver against one of the best defenses in the league. They stink.
Well, no, but I think if you can't find your way to coach your team properly down the stretch, you're not capable of being a big game coach, and Shane Bowen clearly is not a big moment defensive coordinator.
I don't disagree with that.
Then you have to make changes.
Right, and you saw Brian Burns. I think RJ might have the sound. We can play it at some point. But
when he's talking about third and 8 or whatever it was, we rushed 3 and drop 8.
Drop 8, yeah. You saw.
Come on, your own team is laughing at you. It's comical.
Right,
you didn't have Dexter Lawrence or Abdul Carter on the field.
All right, here's my question to you though, because as I'm watching that game. Right, and we're
just put me in a coma.
I don't want to put you in a coma. I want to ask you a serious question now.
Go
because
ahead.
Ultimately, this is not going to be a playoff team. We know that.
I always knew, and I always told everyone leading up to this game.
Right, but the problem is they, and you said this yesterday on your show, is they took your heart and they ripped it out and they showed it to you because there's a real chance they win that game. All of a sudden, now the conversation changes, which is it would have changed because
it would have changed. And at a minimum, there would have been massive excitement.
Right, massive excitement. You already have beaten Philly. Now we're talking you smash Philly. You go into Denver and for the first 3 quarters. That offense did nothing against you. So not only has Jackson Dart energized the offense, like he's energized the defense, you still scored. You still end up scoring 32 points against the Denver Broncos. Like you did march down the field. Now there should have been a couple interceptions along the way there down at the end where you're just heaving the ball down the field. But Jackson Dart still finds a way to get himself into the end zone and you have a lead. Right, had they closed this thing out, had you not missed 2 extra points, right now all of a sudden we're talking about 2 huge wins.
Right.
Your other win was against an undefeated Chargers team. There's no reason you don't believe that you can win any game.
Correct. Now, do I think they win every game or enough to be a playoff team? No, but do I think – and listen, I'll still stand by that. The way they're playing now, granted it was an epic collapse and it was embarrassing and all those things, there's no reason they can't compete with any of these teams. Jack – we'll spend a lot of time being miserable today, and rightfully so. But Jackson Dart is a stud. He is.
Yeah, but herein lies my question to you. Because as bad as this feels now, and as much as it hurts, and as much as we'll sit here for the next 4 hours and take phone calls about Brian Dable stinking and Shane Bowen stinking and the kicker stinking and everything else. Deonte Banks stinking.
He stinks.
Right, the fact that you lost. The fact that you lost to Debo and now Banks has to play. So there was all these things that are going to happen today. My question to you is this. Is in that moment when he throws that pick, will you have the mindset, just run it, make them use their third timeout?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because you were conservative the whole way down the stretch. It's not like you were aggressive and then on that one play you decided, you know what? And you know what they did later? They threw a bomb to Wan'Dale Robinson. Why not at least do that? Like, why are you throwing that
Well, because
play?
because I don't know this for sure, but I would like to believe that as part of, this growing process for Jackson Dart and Brian Dable trying to develop a young quarterback, here's a great opportunity, right? Knowing that there's a chance he could make a rookie mistake, but here's an opportunity because this season is most likely not going to amount to anything.
Right.
We've run the ball twice. It's 3rd down. I'm going to give him the chance to pick up this 1st down, and now we win the game.
And he doesn't really make that mistake. Like, that's not something you've seen from him where he doesn't read the defense and he makes a bad throw. I don't really put a lot of blame on him. I think this is a coaching malpractice from what you saw.
Right, but you know what I'm saying, though. Like, if that's a veteran quarterback, or it's just like, this season is, hey, we're just strictly trying to win this game, you're going to run that ball, right? We're not going to leave it up to chance that, they disguise a coverage, right? They simulate a blitz, linebacker drops out, and we throw a pick here. Let's just run it. They'll use their 3rd timeout, and now we're up 10.
You punt it away. They have a long field. They won't score till 2 minutes left.
Right.
They'll have to do it on. Yes, right.
Right. Or do I want to use this as a real chance? And I know it could bite me in the ass because he can make a mistake because we've seen it happen in New Orleans, right? We had 5 turnovers in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 of them. Is young kid, let's give him a chance to go do this. And it didn't work out, but here's the thing, though. As bad as that was, you still marched all the way down the field and took the lead, and then your defense in 2 plays. Not only did they get into into field goal range. They got into chip shot range.
Not into field goal range, because you start having the conversation, is this guy going to hit a 64-yard? Like, where's his range? Forget about his range. They set him up for a chip shot in 2 plays, like you mentioned. 2 plays. You know you have a problem when a team scores and your first thought is, oh, dear God, there's 37 seconds left. We left way too much time on the clock. I even heard people saying, why would you score on that first down play there?
Well, no. I mean, see, but that's always always Monday morning quarterbacking. Like,
no, you have to score there.
Right. I mean, they have 37 seconds left. And, I mean, I don't even know if the throw is to Mims. Phillips doesn't get his head turned around. That goes for 29. And then Sutton on Banks, of course, for 22.
Banks is a disaster.
It's disaster. And now all of a sudden you're kicking a 39-yard field goal.
39-yard field goal. You knew it was going to go in. We know all the stats. What is it? The first time in 1,602 games a team is come back from down 18 points or whatever in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes to go. I mean, all the stats. We can go through them all today. Well, yesterday was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment.
Well, it ended up being an embarrassment. I mean, it wasn't for a long.
No,
listen, for 3 quarters,
53 minutes, it wasn't an embarrassment.
Right, but for 3 quarters, it was great. Right, 3 quarters was great. Then all of a sudden, in the fourth quarter, it starts to get away from you. And as bad as it was, I heard Tiki after the game going crazy about them throwing the ball there. They should have just run it, used the third timeout. As bad as that was, your rookie quarterback against one of the best defenses in football still managed to get down the field and score a touchdown to give you the lead. So think not only was it going to be a huge win because you beat Denver in Denver.
Right, but he was going to have given you that win.
Right, but after making a mistake, after making a huge mistake, he has the fortitude, the ability mentally to put that aside and go out and lead his team down the field to get them back ahead, and you blow it in the last 37
That's the
seconds.
best defense in football. He produced 4 touchdowns in the game yesterday. I don't want to hear one call today, one person today, blame this on Jackson Dart. That is not his fault.
Well, no. I mean, you would blame it on the coach for putting him in that spot. I'm just asking you the question, and listen, have your opinion on it. Was that because here's a great learning experience, here's a great opportunity for a teaching moment? Big spot of the game, we can ice this thing if he makes the right play, makes the throw, converts on third down. And he just made a bad decision.
Throw.
There was traffic around him. There was people at his feet. Didn't really get a chance to set himself. Linebacker makes a good play, but I get it. I would have run it too. Make them use the third timeout. I'm just wondering if that was part of kind of trying to teach a young quarterback.
Maybe. And again, I'm not going to crush him. I think that's a coaching mistake. If you had run it, like we mentioned, they take their final timeout. Now you kick it deep. The kicker's been good all day. Now you kick it deep. Now they have to go 70 yards. But who knows what they would do? Who knows if this defense would allow them to go 70 yards in 3 plays? I don't know. Maybe they go into the prevent defense there and they don't get after the quarterback and they let him throw the ball downfield. I have no idea. That was a bad moment, but they rebounded from it. That you had an awful moment, which you were horrified by. They scored the touchdown. They get the ball back. They score another touchdown. And you still went down and answered the bell. And then you gave it up again.
And then you gave it up again.
Again.
But see, I think we're in a weird place now, and we're only 7 weeks. What is it, week 7 or week 8? What are we in right now?
We're into week 7.
So 7 weeks. So we're through 7 weeks, and we've already gone from, in the last 2, there's no way you can get rid of Brian Daboll because of the progress that Jackson Dart has shown, to now all of a sudden, I'm sure we'll take phone calls today, that the reason why you lost this game is the coaching staff, and Brian Daboll should be fired.
Well, and that's twice. I mean, you've played 7 games, and 2 of the 5 losses are because of the coaches. Right on the shoulders of the coaches. So you tell me. I understand, and I've heard a lot of people have the mindset of you can't move to a different coach when this guy's playing so well for him. Jackson Dart's a stud. All right, I know it's only been 4 games. That's what I've seen. Call and argue if you'd like. He's a stud. So in my mind, if you put him with a Mike McCarthy, and I'm making up names, he's going to be a stud no matter what it is. All right, you have a stud quarterback. Now what you have to do is do the right thing by him and not allow this coaching staff to blow games around him. That's what I would say. You can disagree. It's fine. That's what I would say.
No, but I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not. I'm just saying, I think that the mindset for most people, or the mindset for a lot of people going into this game is that you don't want to slow down the development. I'm not saying, that Jackson Dart can't, with whoever the coach is, Mike McCarthy, John Gruden, like you name a name that comes in, that Jackson Dart won't be great. I think that Jackson Dart is made of the right stuff, and he will be, and he will be a really good quarterback. I think that the argument against it would be, do you want to slow that down? Right? Like, as bad as it was, as poorly coached as you think this game was, I mean, the most important player that we're talking about outside of that bad pick, right, against a really good defense, against a simulated blitz, was he threw for 3 and ran for 1.
Well, you know what the thing is now, right? 4 touchdowns, and that's the best defense in football, right? And he still really doesn't have many receivers or many weapons.
I mean, that's with no Malik
with.
Neighbors and no Darius Slayton either.
Right.
I mean, he's got Theo Johnson and Daniel Bellinger and Wandale. Like, I mean, this is not, like, he's not throwing to his number 1 targets. Like, the fact that, like, you saw what the Jets are. I mean, look what the Jets offense looks like.
Yeah, no, that's
I mean, you're
terrible.
in a 1-score game, and it never felt like there was any chance that we were going to win that game.
No.
None.
No, never. Well, here's what I would say, and here's the nice thing. You don't need to make that decision now, right? You've played 7 games. You have another 10 games to go. Let's see how it plays out. I mean, if you have 3 more games that are like in your back pocket and you gag them away, you can't lose games because of coaching.
No, I know, but I don't
put you in position to win 4 games, and you've won 2. 2 of those games are on the coaching staff. That's not okay.
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, the loss to New Orleans, you have 5 consecutive turnovers.
I'm not blaming. I'm not talking about that one.
No, but that's another game you should have won.
Right, it's another game you should have won. But that at least is on the player. Like the players, Scadaboo put the ball on the turf, right? Dart got picked off continuously. Yeah. Slayton fumbled the ball where you're in range to put points up before the half. So I don't necessarily blame the coaching staff for that. But yesterday, that's on the coaches. And Dallas, that's on the coaches.
No, I don't disagree with you. See, I'm not disagreeing with you, and I said this to you after the Eagles game. Is like, I mean, everyone. This is going to be a roller coaster now, where every week your opinion's going to change. I said after that game, and I think Brian Dable's a good guy. You sat with Brian Dable. You think he's a good guy. I don't know if he's a good head coach. I think he can develop a young quarterback. You're seeing that. I think offensively, when you hear what I got from, I got a piece of sound from Alex Smith. He doesn't think that Brian Dable is great at what he does. Like, he's got Jackson Dart just running around playing recess football. So, like, if Jackson Dart continues to play well just because Jackson Dart's a good quarterback, are you bringing back Brian Dable because of Jackson Dart and because he masks this guy's not really a great coach? And we're going to just bring back a coach that's not very good because he works well with Jackson Dart. That was my only point. And
I think it's a very fair point. I mean, right now I'm leaning towards I would not bring him back, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a weird. Again, it goes back to being like in this weird space where, because of what you've seen so far from Brian Dable, and now a couple of these results not going your way, and some of the decisions, not great decisions. It's like, every week we're going to have to live this.
That's
is Brian
right.
Dable coming back, or are we going to fire him? Is Brian Dable coming back, or are we going to fire him?
This is on the plate of Brian Dable. He's the one that's done this to himself.
No, right. I don't disagree with you. Like, I mean, we'll have plenty of opportunities here to judge whether or not he's a good coach. Let's
see how he rebounds this team from that performance.
I feel like we kind of already know, though, that he's not a great coach.
I think so. I think we probably do. But I think if you watch Jackson Dart, I think whether it's Dable or McCarthy or Gruden or Lane Kiffin or whoever it's going to be, I believe Jackson Dart has it. I think he's going to be a big-time NFL quarterback. I mean, he's doing this with no weapons, a pedestrian offensive line, and he looks, I think pretty sensational right now.
He looks great. I mean, he looks great. I have nothing bad to say about Jackson Dart outside he takes a beating.
He does, and he doesn't know when enough is enough. Like, he just goes.
But I think that mentality, I mean, coupled with what Scadaboo has brought to the table, like just that, like that juice has definitely buoyed the entire team, and you're seeing that. It's just unfortunate that in a moment like that, you saw Brian Burns, who's limping, like he can't even make it back by the time they spike the ball because his ankle's so banged up. Like, he's playing his ass off. Is that I think the guys in that locker room believe that the coaches are holding them back, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Then there's your answer. I mean, what more do you need? If there's a large portion of the team that says the coach is holding us back and crushing us, then how in the world could you bring him back?
I see, again, it's why I asked you the question after the Eagles game. And you were like, no, they got to bring him back.
Well, I mean, if the development, but I think you can't be so reactionary. And
I guess the point I'm trying to make to you is this: is we can't be so hyper-focused on just the quarterback. Brian Daboll is the CEO of the team. He's the one that makes the decisions. He's the one that, for whatever reason, couldn't make it work with Wink. And now you got Shane Bowen, who clearly I don't think is doing a very good job.
Oh, no, it doesn't
right?
seem
Especially late in games when you got a lead. That will just drop 8. This is not the first time this has happened. You saw it happen against the Cowboys.
You had this opportunity. You failed at it the first time, and you went back to the exact same thing again.
Right. It's the coaching staff's job to decide who's going to be your kicker. Right? Like these are all decisions that they make. It's Brian Daboll's decision to go running into the blue tent to try to get Jackson Dart back in the game. The coaches are responsible for this. It was Joe Shane's decision to draft Deonte Banks, who stinks. So I just think we get into these situations sometimes where we let good quarterbacks, because it's so we're so dependent on quarterbacks, cloud your judgment when deciding whether or not you think a coach is good or not.
All right, well, I think we pretty much have our answer, and we'll let the final 10 games play out, and then we'll see where we're at. But what I see is an epic collapse, which is an embarrassment of unbelievable proportions, and the quarterbacks got it. That's what I see from yesterday. And for 3 quarters, the defense was lights out, and I think they were spent in that fourth quarter. Between the way they played, the altitude, they had nothing left. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. But, there are a bunch of things to point to. Missing the first extra point. Not converting on the 2-point conversion, then missing another extra point. You knew the second he missed that extra point, you knew it. You felt it. You're up 2 now. Okay, here we go.
But it shouldn't. You're right.
I know
you knew
it shouldn't,
would,
but you're not.
But it shouldn't.
Right, but you're not a good team yet. As much as you want to believe you're a good team, you're still not a good team yet.
I agree.
And I don't know if that's personnel or if that's what you got to decide. Is it personnel's not good enough and they'll find ways to make mistakes, or is it personnel's good enough but they're not being helped out by the coaching staff?
How about Renan? Well, we're in a group text. Me, have you seen this? Me, you, and Renan.
I haven't said. Did he text us already?
Well, and he said, "How's Dave doing this morning?" And he sent the text to me and you. Why is he referring to me in the third person when I'm right here?
I don't think he realized. He's probably a little tired. He's up early. He said you're on fire, though. He has said you're on fire. What time is he coming on with us today?
Who cares?
I care.
All right, then you plan it.
I don't. Okay. RJ, what time?
I don't care.
Am I playing the role of you today then?
What does that mean?
RJ. RJ.
Hi.
What time would you like Jordan Renan on today?
I think maybe 7:30 if that works for him.
That doesn't work for me. I'm busy 7:30.
I'm scared to speak today, so.
You should.
Yeah, I got the. This is the text message I got to start the show. Commence Rage Radio. That's what I got.
Who sent you that?
At 5:59.
I did. I'm very afraid right now.
Why?
Because
I'm not gonna hit you.
You never know.
You could verbally hit him.
Did you say hate or hit?
Either, but I said hit.
Listen, I think we're all in range today, and I think
you're all right in range.
Yeah, we all just got to keep our distance.
That's 100% right.
I think of the people in range today, I'm probably furthest, though. My team still stinks. Their team's
Well, no,
won.
you're actually not at the moment, and that could change because you have the ability to be a total you-know-what. But at the moment, you're not even on my hit list. It's the two of them.
What did I do?
But your team won.
Oh, you know what? He's touched by the hand of God. Well, you're going to win this game. Well, what else did you say? Oh, a playoff conversation starts tomorrow. You can't wait till the game is over?
That wasn't me. That was.
Why can we not wait till the game is over?
I'm not sure who that was. Was it RJ or was it John? I didn't say a word about the playoffs. Not a word.
Because we're discussing it in real time.
But why? Why couldn't you let it finish and then we can discuss it? In the nude, we could discuss it.
Listen, we're reacting to what we're seeing in real time. I'm sorry that happened to you.
All right, here's the thing.
Oh, God.
This is why I can't deal with this group chat, because everyone is so prisoner of the moment. Can't we just wait till the game is over, and then we could start talking playoffs? We could write a song about it.
Here's the thing, though. In fairness to the guys.
That's what watching football is prisoner of the moment, though.
You did say belt to ass.
Because we were belting their ass.
That's the turning point.
That's why.
It's not the playoff talk.
It was 26-8. It was belt to ass.
So why is it okay for BTA?
Because I wasn't talking about playoffs.
You were BTA and all over the place, though.
Smacked him right in the ass.
John is the worst, though. I got to tell you, going back through the chain, John is the worst, though.
John has him as one of the 7 best teams in the NFC. RJ's discussing postseason.
He's also thrown in like Packers talk, being reckless but pays nothing. He's like, Giants win probability was 99.2%.
I wasn't on it for that. I didn't see that.
And then he goes, here's my favorite one because he knew you got off. He goes, 1,600 and he messed up the stat, but 1,602 straight wins by teams up 18. Make sure you let Giants just snap the streak. Make sure you let Dave know.
Thanks.
What a bad guy
because I wouldn't know.
then he goes. Hopefully his best stuff doesn't end up on YouTube.
Yeah, don't worry. I got a whole arsenal today. All right?
Wow.
An arsenal. Have I been so far, okay?
You ate the microphone.
Yeah, I'll eat it again. I'm so angry.
I hope
You came out the other end this time.
Why is that guy kicking in the NFL? Why?
Dude, he hasn't done much kicking, though.
He stinks.
He's kicked. I mean, he's kicked 2 field goals.
Honestly, and I'm sure he's a lovely man. A wonderful family man, great, maybe a man of God, maybe a man of the cloth. I don't know. Go away. Let him leave him in Denver. Let him stay. Hey, this is going to be your new home. Because I'm sure people after that they'll do a GoFundMe. They'll get him housing and food. Let him stay in Denver.
He's 2 for 2 on field goals. I mean, the longest was 31 yards, but he's
great.
2 for 2.
He's 2 for. I mean, honestly, how is it that every team can find? You're telling me that the other guy, Koo, is not better than this? This guy won a kicking competition against Koo?
That's what they're telling me.
No. No, there's no way. There's no way. Parker Romo, the Packers guy that nobody can even pronounce that name. How is it possible that these guys, they find them under rocks and they're good, and the Giants bring this guy in and he stinks?
Don't forget
Brandon Aubrey's in field goal range the second he gets off the team bus, and this guy can't make an extra point.
Don't forget Joel Pinheiro either.
Whoever he is. Freddie Pinheiro? I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
Can I go home?
No.
Let me get into bed. Can I do the show from bed?
No, you can't. Don't worry. You only have 3.5 hours left. It's not a big deal.
Not for you, because you're dead.
We'll have Jordan on.
You know what? I actually feel jealous of you this morning.
Why?
Because you're dead.
No.
Because you have nothing. Yeah.
No, at least you enjoyed
because you watch
watching
the Jets
the game.
and you're just, whatever. They don't mean anything to you because they're dead. You're dead. They've killed you. I want to be dead. Kill me.
You've been dead. You were dead last year.
I don't like this.
No,
I'd rather be dead than this.
I like it.
Great.
Tell me you didn't enjoy watching that game for most of it.
Most of it I did. Not the end.
Oh, of course not the end. But for most of it, I mean, through 3 quarters.
3 quarters was orgasmic. And then the fourth quarter was god-awful.
And your quarterback
33
goes all the way down the
points.
field. I know. Listen, I know.
The Giants hadn't allowed a point for 5 quarters, and then they allowed 33.
That's not great, man. I mean, it's not great. I don't know how I can't make you feel better today. I can't.
You're not going
try.
to. You don't need to. Just be there. That's all I said. Just be there.
I'm here for you.
All right. Let's take a break. And if you want to call, you can. If you don't want to call, nobody really cares anyway. 800-919-3776. We're here all morning. I'd say we'd be therapy for you, but I'm in no mood to give therapy to anybody. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
The fall is here and Halloween's right around the corner, which means the cold weather is coming. And that's why now's the time to fill up with Romeo's Fuel. Fill up before it gets too cold. Now is the best time because prices are still so low. Romeo's Fuel makes it easy for you to keep your house comfortable and warm in the coldest months. Get discount home heating oil from the best in the business. Order online at romeosfuel.com for the best and lowest price on home heating oil. That's romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com, romeosfuel.com.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Your fantasy roster is set. The smack talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We do what we do on a normal Monday, although we do it in a much worse mood than we normally do. Around the league, 7:55. It seems like Jordan from this group text that I'm somehow pinned into. I don't want to be in any of these texts. He's going to join us at 7:30 this morning. Is that accurate?
Well, that's right.
And then around the league at 7:55. 8:30, we do a frenzy. 9:15, the stuff you missed. 9:53, the 3 stars. A lot of calls, a lot of conversation in between now and then. And I'm telling you right now, the best thing for the Jets is the Giants right now.
I think there's a real chance that Jordan still doesn't understand that he's on the group text because he did. I said, can you come on at 7:30? He says, sure. Don't tell that lunatic Dave, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's almost like, what's wrong with him?
Maybe he's tired.
We're all tired.
I know we're all tired, but we're used to it. I mean, we do this Monday through Friday. He doesn't do this all the time.
Jordan's a professional.
I know he's a professional, but clearly he doesn't see that it's you and me on the same text chain.
So what does that say about him?
He's a little slow.
That we're having an absolute moron on the show at 7:30.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but he's really smart when it comes to the Giants, though.
Really smart.
Really smart.
If he, I'm just telling you this right now. If he pops on 7:30 and defends Shane Bowen, I'm gonna quietly opt out of the interview.
No, he's not going to do that.
He defended him last time against the Cowboys.
Well, now it's twice. So, I mean, unless he just does it because he wants to see you have a nervous breakdown, I'd actually have some serious respect for him if he did that.
Defend Shane Bowen?
No, to see him purposely do it just to have you lose it.
He says, of course I really know you're on this text chain, Dave. It's just funny to see you squirm. How am I squirming?
Yeah, I don't think you're squirming at all.
Not squirming at all.
I just think
squirming.
That you'd like to be in bed right now.
See, if this loss happened 30 years ago, when it's 22-year-old Dave, I now avoid all newspapers when that was a thing, media, social media for 4 days. And I pick back up on like Thursday or Friday to get ready for the Eagles game. But now I'm living a nightmare where I have to sit here and discuss this.
All right, but isn't it nice to have an outlet?
Not really.
Why? I mean, you got a microphone that you just ate. You can say, we got all these calls. You can talk to fellow Giants fans.
I guess.
Ira's all fired up. You got a franchise quarterback, so maybe there's some positivity that comes out of today.
Oh, it's a great day. I'm telling you, I'd put me in a coma, like one of those medically induced comas.
Yeah,
Just
this
for
is
a couple
probably
of 48 hours. That's it.
I got to think younger Dave is probably at a hotel with the loss like that.
I told
yesterday.
Sherry that. I was like, "You're lucky I'm not leaving you right now."
Oh,
Like,
the poor woman tried to drive you to your show last night too.
That's right.
Because she was afraid that you would do
She's
something
like, "You're
crazy.
going to run somebody off the road."
Oh,
I was like, "I think I'll be fine."
yeah, that's the problem. You think you'll be fine. Sherry can't lose you. Yeah, I can't lose you. Because of a Giants loss. Stop it.
But that was not just a loss. That was one of those in 10 years you'll remember that loss games.
Well, it's a historic loss.
A
but yeah.
historic loss is what it is. All right, let's get to the calls. Let's get to the sound. Let's get to all of it. Let's go to Ira, Staten Island, but he doesn't want to talk Jets today. He wants to talk Giants. Good morning, Ira. How are you?
Hey, Dave. Hey, good morning. Wish you were doing better. And Rick, good morning. Listen, forget about my team. I'm looking for John Gruden to take over. But with your stuff, now listen, I know it's not going to make you feel better. Amazing opening, everything I could feel it, what you're going through. But in 2-3 days from now, when you look back at this and you see that regardless of the outcome of the game, because the Giants are on a playoff team, but you have a franchise quarterback that's going to be another Josh Allen. After he made a critical rookie mistake on that pick, he ended up taking that team back. It didn't shake him. He drove them the length of the field, and he stuck it in the end zone to give you the lead. In 2 or 3 days from now, that's what you're going to focus on. And if I had something like that, man, I'd sign up right now. So just be thankful you got the quarterback.
I am.
You'll figure out the coaching staff at some point.
I think it's a good call. I think it's an accurate call. I think, thanks for making it, Ira. I think he's got all the makings of being a big time NFL quarterback. What is this kid going to look like when you put the appropriate weapons around him, Rick?
Well, here's the thing, though. I don't understand why Ira would call and feel bad for you right now.
Because he knows what this is like.
Well, right. But, at least you have the franchise quarterback. My team can't even compete. And I definitely don't have a franchise quarterback, and I don't even know if I have a coach.
I would say it doesn't look like you have anything right now.
Right, nothing. I just scored 6 points against Carolina.
Did you see and again, I don't want to get crazy with this game yet, but did you see all the pressure numbers, the sack numbers?
Oh, I saw all of it, yeah.
Yeah, they're setting team records yesterday.
Yeah, team records. I think that Carolina in the last 13 road games was giving up, 22. They've given up 22 or more points in the last 13 road games. We scored 6.
And Ira's right. In the big picture, down the road, you believe you have the quarterback, strongly believe you have the quarterback, and this loss will mean nothing. But today, I'm sorry, I don't feel like that. Today, this is awful.
Right, but every loss means something. Right? Just because your expectations for this season weren't playoffs, had you done what you were supposed to do in that spot and won that game, I think that could be a real conversation.
Yeah.
Like the way this team is playing right now, coming off a beatdown of the Eagles and now going into Denver. You tell me. I know going into Philly is going to be a tough spot, but you can compete with all these teams.
You can compete with any team on any given day. I don't think that you would have gotten enough wins to be a playoff team, but it would have been a conversation today.
Right, but who cares? If you don't think that, they can change your mind.
Sure. Absolutely.
They've been in the process of changing your mind already.
I didn't think they were going to beat Philly. They smacked them. I didn't think they would beat Denver, and they should have beaten Denver. So they are outdistancing what I thought they could do.
Right. What? Like as good as Jackson Dart has played, could you imagine if you had one yesterday and now all of a sudden he plays well in Philly? There is something to be said too about this kid getting that kind of experience also. I know you don't think you could be a playoff team, but if you beat Denver, now you go and you're competitive against Philly. Maybe it's a 1-score game or whatever. So you continue to build the confidence. Defense is playing good. It would be great to get this kid a playoff game.
It would be great to get him games that meant you could potentially even go to the postseason.
Right. That's great experience.
I get an email from Jack Medina that said this is as bad as the loss to the Niners with Jeff Garcia. No, are you out of your mind? That was a playoff game. This is nowhere near as bad as that.
No, but maybe in his how he feels.
It's a moronic take. When you lead a playoff game 38-14 a playoff game,
Yeah.
and lose it 39-38. That is a million times worse than this.
I agree, but I mean, you can't tell him how to feel.
I can tell you that's just an incorrect way of looking at things.
Yeah, I don't know if I would feel the same. I know I wouldn't feel the same way, but
it's obscene.
I also don't feel anymore, so.
You're numb?
This is unusual to me. Yeah, I'm numb. I mean, did you watch? No. Yeah, I'm numb. My football team's a disaster. It's not even fun to watch them.
Watch them. It's terrible.
I should get paid extra to watch them. How bad it is. I mean, it's awful. Now we make the decision to go to Tyrod.
Right. Who, by the way, underthrew like 5 guys who were wide open.
Touchdowns, yeah. Oh, I know. It's all in my trusty iPad and my notes.
I'm sure it is. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, and I mean, you see what you've done to the phone lines. People love you.
No, people love you. Can I also tell you something that you might love?
What? Tell me. Give me something today that might put a smile on my face.
I'm going to put a smile on your face.
All right.
Because I'm pretty sure that you still do have some skin in the game tonight, if I'm correct.
I have the Lions. That's another thing. My picks stink.
Oh, so far your picks stink, but you get the Lions tonight. You went with RJ's logic. Number didn't make sense. So this is what I did because I'm smart like that. I like that pick. I liked RJ's pick. I like how he's thinking. So what I did, I went to FanDuel. And FanDuel is sportsbook app. It's your home for all your favorite NFL bets, from yards to touchdowns to who will win. With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night, so make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to bet on the game. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You got to be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions to apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, you can call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
That's nice. You know what they'll do for you if you lose a game terribly at FanDuel? They'll put you right into a medically induced coma.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will.
We don't do that at FanDuel.
That's a special disclaimer that you're not reading at the very, very bottom, the very fine print, medically induced coma.
So 30% profit boost token plus if you lose.
If you're that miserable after a loss, we will very gently put you into a very caring coma. Yes.
Ease you right into it.
Exactly that. All right, let's break, come back, and we'll do more of what is now Rage Radio. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree. They're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYempire.edu before the next term begins.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on October 2nd, 1993, when the University of California faced a 30-0 halftime deficit to Oregon. Cal went on a remarkable 42-11 run in the second half to capture a 42-41 victory, one of the largest comebacks in college football history.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Why are you playing this? This is like uplifting, exciting, I'm in a great mood music. Why would you play this today?
Well, if you want the Giants coaching staff gone, hit the highway.
Oh, is that what that means?
You want Shane Bowen to ride it all night long.
No.
I do have some good news, though. Twitter avatar, finally updated. It's been a while.
This is, of course, we know this is going to just make fun of me.
It's been a while. But I can't just replace it with anything.
What do you got here?
I got to have the right. You know what I mean?
It's clearly it's me.
Of course it's you. It's always you.
What's your Twitter handle?
H Dumpty. One of the great pitchers of all time. All time. Got the DiPietro Rothenberg hat on. How good is that? I mean, that doesn't get better than that.
That
does not get better than that.
It's me eating the microphone.
Yeah, that's right. Davies microphones. Just like your third string quarterback. He eats dubs, you eat mics.
Oh God, what an awful loss that is.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
Honestly, it doesn't get worse than that.
Well, I mean, it does get worse than that. But
well, the moment could be bigger. But as far as the actual loss, it doesn't get worse. You led 19-0 with 6 minutes to go.
Well, for a regular season game.
Or 28-6 with 6 minutes to go.
All right, what that win would have meant for you as we move forward. It's a tough spot.
Brutal.
But, I mean, there are some positives you could point to.
There's a lot of positives. No, there are. Listen, I think Wandale's playing at a very high level. I think that, and Dart's the one positive. Dart's the one thing you look at. You're like, your quarterback. That's as bad as this is, that's the one question you wanted answered this season.
Well, it's the most important question, yeah.
Right? Do the Giants have the quarterback? The answer is yes. Have you seen enough, or are you still uncertain about Jackson Dart?
No, listen. He did that without – dude, I watched what my team looked like against that Denver defense, and then I watched your team with a rookie quarterback and no Malik Neighbors, and I know you don't like Darius Slayton, but no Darius Slayton.
Yep.
And to be able to do that, we should. I think we should also say too, because it wouldn't be fair if we didn't. The job that Andrew Thomas and Jermaine Illuminor did yesterday. I mean, they did a great job.
He really is a stud. And that, again, that's not a mediocre defense. That's not even like a top 10 defense. That is the best defense in football.
Right. That defense was on pace to set the sack record. They had played at that. I mean, that kind of they put that kind of pressure on quarterbacks.
Yeah, Scadaboo and Dart have changed, which is amazing that rookies can do this. Have changed the way you feel about the Giants.
Oh, it happened last year in Washington. Same thing. I mean, Jake Daniels did it to that team.
By the way, coming back to real life now in Washington, huh?
Yeah, he's hurt now.
He's hurt. Undergoing an MRI today. They're 3-4.
I'll tell you what, though, too, and you heard a lot of talk going into this game, because Jackson Dart, I mean, he's got, like, there is a group of players or a percentage of players that are still have that old school mentality, right? Rookie should be seen, not heard, right? Like that they don't necessarily appreciate the kind of swagger that someone like Jackson Dart is, has, right? He's out there, he's got the eye black on, he's got the fancy necklace he plays with, like, and you heard that coming from Denver. Right, Denver beat the Eagles, wasn't a big deal. Giants beat the Eagles, and it's this huge deal, and we're talking about Scadaboom, we're talking about Jackson Dart. So there was a lot of talk coming out of Denver, like, okay, we'll put these guys back in their place. And then for Jackson Dart to go out and play as well as he played, to have, I think it was Hufanga after the game, after they won, make a point to come over and give Jackson Dart, like, dapped him up and gave him a hug, like that level of respect, like, hey, we didn't know coming in, but now we know. Like, to have the opponent show you that kind of respect as a rookie.
It's tremendous respect.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Well, because he's got it, man. He does. I have no doubt about it. Of all the negatives of the kicker, the defense, the coach, the rushing three, the Shane Bowen, all that makes you sick to your stomach this morning, the one thing that you can hang your hat on, you got the quarterback, which matters a ton.
Right. Now, I mean, now we have to figure out whether or not we have the right coach to pair with the quarterback.
That's right. Let's go to Frank in Newark. Frank, you're on ESPN New York.
Hey, good morning, Dave. I'll say this. That's the one thing I took away yesterday, the fact that there's been some relief at actually having the quarterback. He made Giants football exciting to watch again. And, I mean, unfortunately, with the Giants, they always do this to me where you can't shut off the game at the third quarter because the Giants would blow big leads like they've done it in the past. But I like the fact that, at least we got the quarterback. And I always think that the talent that Jackson Dart has on the field can overcome anything. So even if it's bad coaching, if you pair him up with another coach, he's smart enough.
Why would you want to have to overcome bad coaching, Frank?
I mean, at this point yesterday, I'm over the coaching staff. I'm really over the coaching staff. So at this point, I'm already thinking, all right, moving ahead, we might need to go into the future and look for another coach, because obviously it was a lack of game management yesterday that caused the Giants to lose the game. I mean, it's the most obvious things, running the clock down, keeping the offense on the field, not going for the long pass on those conversions. It was just, to me, it's just that. And
thanks for the call, Frank. You know what drove me crazy yesterday is when the Giants continued to take delay of game penalties, and I wasn't even as angry at Jackson Dart on that. What is Brian Daboll doing? When you see this 1 second and you don't want to take a 5-yard penalty, get over in front of the official and take a timeout. I mean, it's inexcusable if you're Brian Daboll.
Right, but I mean, I think he's smart enough to realize that. He must have not thought that it was worth burning the timeout.
Okay.
Oh, listen, I mean, it's 3rd and 14. I mean, are you burning the timeout there, or are you just going to let it? I mean, what's the difference? 3rd and 14 to 3rd and 19.
But it continued to happen. It happened 3 or 4 times yesterday.
Listen, I get it. I don't think that Brian Daboll is a good head coach.
No, I think he's proven that. And I think, and I will say this.
I don't think that Alex
this
Smith
has any real impact. The way he acts around Jackson Dart is very strange.
Do you have the Alex Smith sound there?
Yeah, they have it.
Yeah, play the Alex.
Let's take a listen. You set up because I haven't heard it.
Well, no, so this is Alex Smith. He's on. Right. He's on Countdown, and they were talking about Jackson Dart. And how good Jackson Dart has been, and then he gets into this whole, Brian Daboll little rant, and I think it's kind of interesting.
It's just way too much recess, right? Like everything is recess ball. And again, he's done a phenomenal job of making plays, but there is no structure. And again, Brian Daboll, you're supposed to be this offensive genius. Well, can we scheme some stuff open? Again, everything is playground. Run around, make a play. And again, Jackson Dart, to his credit, has been playing so good. But this guy's been hit more than anybody in football since he took over. And you're going to get him killed. And now he's going and playing at Denver against the defense that may break the sack record. Good luck. I think this is going to run out at some point. It's not sustainable. And then, listen, and we go in the medical tent. Right? What are you doing in there? You are the head football coach. In a critical moment, it was a 3rd and potential 4th down situation. Can you imagine Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin running in the medical tent? What are you doing in there? First off, you have no idea. You're not a doctor. Get the hell out of there. Coach the football team. That is your job.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. And we joked about it because it was comical, but it is highly embarrassing, and it's highly unprofessional too.
Right. So, I mean, and that's Alex Smith. So
By the way, Alex Smith is like this. The luck is going to run out. The way he made it sound, he thought the Giants were going to do nothing against that Denver defense yesterday.
Of course, but I just think in general he means like at some point, like with the amount of hits that he's taken, like it's not going to end well for him. And listen to what he said though: coach the team, and that's the thing though. I mean, as great as it is that Brian Daboll has this relationship with Jackson Dart, and maybe some of it is just, I mean, clearly there's a level of desperation because he wants to keep his job. Is we also have to worry about the entire team here.
Of course.
Like we're in charge of making sure that we have someone that can kick extra points, or that we trust to go kick a field goal. This guy's longest field goal was 31 yards. Well, I got guys kicking 61-yard field goals.
Bro, I don't even need a 60. Just give me a competent guy. Just like, you know what, he's fine. Not this.
Right. I mean, you're also talking about, I mean, a team that last year had the same kind of lost the game because of a kicker. And now we're back. I mean, how many times has that happened this year? Twice already?
That's the second time.
So, I mean, like there are other things. Like I know this is his sole focus right now, and if Jackson Dart works, he thinks he can keep his job. You still have to also be paying attention to what else is going on.
Well, it doesn't feel like that's happening right now. Let's take a break. We got to get to the Jets. We'll hear from the Giants particulars. Dexter Lawrence, none too happy. We'll continue with your phone calls. 800-919-3776. It is a miserable Monday. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree. They're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. And does it really matter? I guess. Here she is, Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Yep, we all want to go back to bed today to forget about the pain from yesterday's games. But, we've got pain here on the roads as well. Painful on the New Jersey Turnpike northbound Eastern Spur. Bumper to bumper by 15E as a car fire being cleared. Watch for delays on the Sprain south of 100B with a disabled vehicle. Inbound George 15. Lincoln looks okay. Holland about 20. Sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
Tailgate season is on, and Monster Energy flavors are bringing the heat. Crack open the wickedly creamy citrus blast of Orange Dreamsicle, or ride the shockingly smooth wave of Electric Blue. Both packed with real sugar, bold flavor, and that legendary monster kick. This is the energy your game day deserves. So grab your can and unleash the beast.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assists powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Giants gave you one of the most embarrassing, worst losses you could ever imagine. Ever. There must be a doctor out there that will give me an IV that will put me in a coma.
Yeah, but you were so back. According to
a sedated coma. Why is it that every other team, Parker Romo, he can make every kick. Joel Pinheiro, he can make, or whatever his name is, Freddie Pinheiro, whatever Pinheiro's name is. I don't know his name.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The guys are going to be like, Dave, you're peeking a little bit. Maybe move it. No, maybe I eat the microphone. I'm furious.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, hour two. We're going to break down Shohei Ohtani and the Mariners Blue Jays for the rest of the show. So if you're looking for football, go somewhere else.
Are you getting the music here?
Yeah, I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because there's you know what? Here's what I'd like to do. Say his name. Say that last name. You can't say it.
Why? I mean, do we deserve to say it?
McTanamananami.
Yeah, but you guys are so involved in the international player pathway. It's great.
It's working out at a very high level.
It's a great story.
Yeah, it's a great story. By the way, how about RJ is like tiptoeing around me today. He won't even barely talk to me, but he did say after he goes, excuse me, sir, that might have been the best hour we've done, or one of the best hours we've ever had in the history of the show.
I heard him, yeah, most of the time.
And then he backed away. Thank you, sir.
I mean, he ate the microphone. Yeah.
I'm angry.
He asked to be put in a coma.
You know, how good does that sound right now? Tell me you wouldn't want to go in a coma.
I don't want to be in a coma.
Well, I think that's a mistake.
Like a nice deep sleep would be good. I don't need a medically induced coma.
Okay, if it's not like a regular coma, how about like the stuff they give you when you get a colonoscopy? That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Right? Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying it wouldn't be monitored by like a
right. Well, you Michael
MD.
Jackson now?
What?
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, but he did it all on his own. I want to do it monitored.
No, we're not monitoring anything. Listen, you're going to bounce back. You get this out of your system today, you bounce right back.
I'm telling you right now that I'm going to be really bad all week.
Yeah, headed to Philly. Come on. Now we turn our attention to Philly. Get this out of your system today, then we're going to Philly.
I'm not doing it again. I'm not falling for it again. I'm not doing it again. They had me.
What a missed opportunity, too.
What?
Such a missed opportunity, too. So I get a phone call from your boy, Rob.
Ugh.
So he's on the way home from New Hampshire. So he had his son's team out there. They won the tournament. So he's all fired up. So, like I told you, his son Robert is a diehard Giants fan.
And a huge Rothenberg fan.
Right. So I'm talking to him on the phone, and I'm like, are you paying attention to what's going on right now in the Giants game? He's like, am I paying attention? He's like, of course, I'm watching it. So he's watching the game on the car ride home, and I guess him and Rob are going back and forth because they got the Eagles coming up next. So you already beat the Eagles. They're going to beat Denver, and then they got the Eagles. So now he has a real opportunity to just crush his dad on the car ride home. We're going back and forth, and all of a sudden Dart scores a touchdown. So it's like, okay, we're back, baby. And then missed the extra point. Denver goes down, kicks the game-winning field goal. And now poor Robert has to sit in the car and just take it from his dad.
And his dad is not a great guy to begin with.
from the ref for the rest of the trip.
Oh,
yeah, that's a tough spot.
awful. But by the way, and maybe this is me, I don't know. Did it almost feel in that situation, like, to me it felt like the players give it to Scadaboo. He's a great goal line guy. You're going like 5 wide, spreading everybody out. It almost felt like he wanted Jackson Dart to get that touchdown. Maybe that's me reading too much into it, but I just want to put it out there. Like, it felt strange.
It felt like a...
it felt forced.
It felt like the Super Bowl revisited. I want to make sure Russell Wilson gets
That's
this
what
touchdown.
it felt like. This is my kid. I banked everything on him. He's going to get in, and he did. But I don't know. It felt unnecessary. Like, why are you going to put him in that position to take another big hit?
Sometimes you try to show people how creative you are.
I guess.
How good this kid is.
We know he's good.
What a great job keeping his body off the ground, though.
He's a phenomenal athlete. Did he need to score that touchdown for you to say, boy, he had a really good game yesterday?
No, of course not. I mean, now listen, fortunate on that drive. I mean, that was
he should have been picked off numerous times.
Right, that's not how you draw that. I mean, that's not how you draw that drive up. I mean, he got sacked on first down. Then he had Hyatt deep. He overthrew that. Then you take the delay game.
4th and 19.
4th and 19. I don't even think it. They were saying that Wandell got the first down. It didn't look like me got the first down, but it didn't matter because you had the Franklin Myers roughing the passer.
I agree with you, but they spotted him out past the 45. So I mean, that's the
right.
spot,
but I'm saying though, if that penalty on Franklin Myers isn't called, I don't know if that spot gets with. I don't know if they hold up that spot.
And maybe not.
Especially
maybe
not
not.
The new technology.
But that's a stupid play by Franklin Myers too.
Dumb play. And then you had the one to Collins that should have been intercepted, where Jones and Hufanga killed each other trying to catch it.
Right, and then you had the deep ball that was the pass interference. Then Sean Payton's running out onto the field.
Running out on the field. He takes a penalty. Maybe it's a Parcells thing because Aaron Glenn's on the field all the time. He was on the field again yesterday when Fields got smashed.
Correct.
Can't help himself.
Well, a guy gets injured, I guess, coming out onto the field is a little more understandable than coming out to complain about officiating.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if that was pass interference or not, but listen, they called it. You scored a touchdown and then proceeded to blow the game.
So John doesn't typically give great insight and analysis. Sometimes he does. But he says Daboll acts more like a Jackson Dart fanboy than head coach of a team. He should be coaching the kid, not trying to be his friend. Dart will appreciate him more if he thinks he's coaching him rather than kissing his bottom. I think he's right.
Well, listen, I think that the stronger the relationship is, the easier it is to coach somebody. What he did in the blue tent, that whole thing was ridiculous.
Embarrassing.
And yeah, I mean, right now I think he recognizes that his job hinges solely on the success of Jackson Dart. So why not pour all my energy into it?
But pour all your energy into it in like a productive way. I mean, you're embarrassing yourself. You look foolish the way you act around them.
Well, I mean, had they won that game yesterday, would you feel like it was foolish?
Yeah, I still do. I still think he looks ridiculous.
I think it changes a little bit.
It definitely does. Let's hear from the particulars. Daboll and Dart and Brian Burns. Brian Daboll discussing how badly this loss hurt yesterday.
Yeah, tough loss. Put their heart and soul into it. Not a lot of talking that needs to be done when you lose a game like that. Everybody gave everything they had.
Think the Giants have a new kicker this week?
Hey, better.
I'm kidding.
Think they have a new kicker. They better have a new kicker.
Could you imagine if they trotted him back on?
Oh, they got to figure out what to do with a couple different things, too. Deontay Banks stinks.
He's terrible. Well, what are you going to do? I mean, when Adebo goes down, you got to play him.
I know, but I'm saying, like, that's not a great option.
It's terrible, and that goes right on the record of Joe Shane. It's a first-round pick.
Well, I mean, again, and that's another topic of conversation for a different day, but I mean, that's a 24th overall pick that just you'd rather not put on the field right now.
Well, he's unplayable. More Daboll. Here he is on the collapse from yesterday.
I mean, we ran some plays we thought were good plays, some plays that we ran earlier. We didn't do enough to convert on some third downs. Look, it's not one play. It's not one side of the ball. It's collective.
Not really. You scored 32 points. No. I mean, that couldn't be more wrong. You scored 32 points and you left 3 points on the side. You really should have scored 35 points. This is not collective. Defensively, fourth quarter, they absolutely collapsed. And coaching-wise, they absolutely collapsed. And no one can convince me otherwise.
Right. I think the level of frustration for me, if like I'm Brian Burns, it's like it was bad enough that we did it against the Cowboys, but at the very least, let's learn from our mistakes. Right. Like let's also remember what like the strength of our team is. I don't know. At that point, Burns was nicked up, but still, like this. I mean, we all recognize defensively what the strength of your team is.
I mean,
especially
Dexter
because
Lawrence and Abdul Carter weren't on the field for that first play of the last.
Well, especially because I got Noah Debo, who hasn't been very good anyways, and I got no Javon Holland. Now, Flott stepped in and played well. I mean, not Belton stepped in and played well, but I mean, he had that big play at the goal line where I could just, hammered.
They were
Sutton.
hitting so hard yesterday. Okereke, Belton, Burns, they were playing so well, and then it just went away. Here is Burns asked about coverage on that final drive.
Were you guys more aggressive enough on that last series?
I don't know about all that.
What about the pressure you felt you put on in those two passes? Bo Nix had time to throw.
And it was rushing 3, dropped 8.
What more do you need to hear from the guy? That is him screaming that it was malpractice coaching wise. We rushed 3 and dropped 8.
Think of some of the stuff that happened too in that game. I mean, they get the lucky touchdown where
the Giants with the Theo Johnson touchdown?
Right. I mean, so they get the lucky touchdown, deflection, and then you turn right around and the ball goes through Wandale's hand right to Theo Johnson and he scores a touchdown.
Oh, you're talking about their touchdown, right? And then the Giants got their lucky touchdown.
Right.
Which, by the way, was a great throw, which would have, I'd say get them in field goal range, but I don't know where you'd have to get to be in field goal range.
Well, it feels like somewhere like inside of 35 yards.
Yes, I guess so. Maybe, but extra points are not makeable.
Yeah, well, they also had the stat, too. Now, this is not, this doesn't forgive what happened, but they did also have the start that in the last 4 games, the Broncos had scored their opponents like 36-0 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but I don't care.
It didn't, like, they weren't supposed to score 33 points in the first quarter.
I'm surprised that's not the most points scored in a quarter in the history of football. 33 points is a lot of points.
Right, so they just got the stat up now. They outscored the Giants 33-13 in the fourth quarter and outgained them 227-95.
The Giants defense had nothing. They had nothing left.
And you still had a chance.
But not only did you have a chance, you should have won.
Well, because that would be the thing I said to Brian Daboll. This is a good teaching moment, 3rd and 5. Good, this is a big spot in this game. I trust my young quarterback. I want everyone to know that I trust my young quarterback. Go make the right play. He doesn't, and he throws the pick. But if you run the ball there, make them use their final timeout, they still you're still going to possess the ball again. So your rookie quarterback will still have an opportunity to ice the game for you.
Right.
And they're probably going to have to kick an onside kick.
Yeah, and that's a long field too, 70 yards. And you figure there you play prevent. You let them bring it all the way down to like the 2-minute warning. They score, and then like you said, they're gonna have to go onside kick. Instead, what you did, which is you put him in a spot. And again, it wasn't like it was an outrageous play. You weren't calling something wildly insane. But he's a rookie quarterback. He made a mistake. It happens. It's not the end of the world. But it cost you a lot there.
Yeah, you could make the argument that.
But you still should have won.
Game.
You still should have won.
Right, I understand you still should have won. But I think that most people would say in that spot, it's kind of, don't give the kid a chance to make that mistake.
Right.
Take that out of his hands. Turn around, hand it to Scattaboo, make them take their last time out, and it's
Punt
still
the
2
ball
possessions.
away, good coverage. Now they got to go 70 yards, score, stop the Giants again, go back and score again. And the likelihood of that happening was probably very, very small. But the Giants handed the game over to them.
Right. And your young kid's still going to have a chance to close the game out.
And he did.
And he did. But just in general, if they gone all the way down the field and scored to make it a 3-point game. And now, they're going to onside kick, you recover the onside kick. Now you're still, your offense will still be on the field with a chance to close the game out.
Right. Imagine how you'd feel if the Giants would have won that game yesterday.
Oh, I was living
at 3 and 4, watching your quarterback play like that. That's got to be a top 5 tough environment to play in the NFL, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That is a brutal play, and it's not. You say, well, I don't really see a lot of Denver. You just saw Denver last week against the Jets, and their defense looked like the '85 Bears.
Yeah, and that's a legitimate home field advantage.
That's a massive
legitimate home field advantage.
Ugh, what a gross loss. Here's another one from Burns, saying the Giants might have gotten too comfortable yesterday.
I just feel like we didn't execute well enough. Maybe might have been a sense of getting a little comfortable. We had a decent lead, a nice size lead. We got like we've been there before. We can't let up because you can see what just happened, and that's a tough loss for me. I don't like that.
You think that's more they let up or they ran out of gas in the fourth quarter?
I think probably a combination of both.
Okay.
I think you get a little conservative. I think you probably offensively get a little bit conservative, which means now your defense is on the field more often.
Right.
And eventually they just kind of wear down.
19-0. You're 26-8.
Yeah, 19-0. Up to that point, I went through the first three quarters. First three quarters, Denver had 10 first downs. They were 2 of 10 on third down and had I think it was 180 net yards in three quarters. And then went for 227 in the fourth.
Yeah. They exploded in the fourth quarter, which they did against
that offense
the Eagles.
Is not very good. As good as that defense is, Denver's offense is not. Bo Nix is not very good.
He's not very good.
So
He's not very good.
You saw Kansas City again yesterday. Now with Rashee Rice.
Kansas City's the team.
I think so.
Kansas City's the team. And 2 weeks ago, Ray had them on the verge of done.
Dead Barry
support.
Yep.
You know what? They were placed in a medically induced coma, and now they're back. See what it does?
Life comes at you fast in the NFL. I got a funny. I was going through Twitter this morning. This guy writes, "The Jets and Giants are a social experiment to see how much pain humans can handle."
It's unbelievable. Let me ask you this: why do we care so much?
Why do we care so much?
Yeah, why is Sherry? RJ thinks that's the greatest thing he's ever heard. By the way, that Sherry had to offer to drive me last night. He thinks is wonderful.
I think it just speaks to how hard you take these losses. It's on brand. It's on brand for you.
But why?
Because you love them.
But why?
But I don't know.
But why?
Maybe it goes back to because it was your dad that made you a Giants fan in that relationship.
Yeah, but
it's I don't know. Your escape.
But why you? Your dad didn't care.
Well, why me? I think it's because of all the time and energy I put into the team.
Right.
It's because I plan my Sundays get planned around the Jets games. Even when I have something to do, I'm wide. I rush home to watch I make sure I'm not paying attention to the score so I can get home and watch it on tape. I don't know what it is. It's not. I don't gamble. It's not I don't gamble.
No, I know it's not gambling. Something like that. I don't know why. Why am I sitting here despondent? Why did I barely sleep last night? Why?
Yeah, I have a hard time. I have a hard time explaining that because we have no we have no real skin in the game. We don't decide one way or another if they win or lose.
But I'm miserable this morning. RJ's decked out in his Niners red. He's feels like he's won the world today. Why? Raymond is peacocking all around. Why?
Because we identify with that team, and their success is our success, and their failure is our failure. Yeah, I don't know. I never in my wildest dreams thought I would let another team's success or failure dictate my mood the way I do now. But
now look at what's happened.
Well, because that was always the hardest part for us. Trust me, bad teams, lots of them. And we get booed. And Mark Parrish had the one time where he yelled at the fans, don't show up if you're going to boo. And it was I think the topic of conversation in the locker room at some points was how can they be, how can the fans take it as hard as we do? We're the ones that are playing. And now being on this side of it, I get it.
Now you see.
Now I see.
All right, let's break. We'll come back. 800-919-3776. Line up the calls because then we got Renan. We'll go around the league. We got a frenzy. It's all happening on a day where it is really a tough one. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters. But those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud. using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Your fantasy roster is set. The smack talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. You don't want to play Hey Jude again, Ray? That wasn't fun enough for you the first time around? Fire it up.
Why are you so angry at me? What did I do?
Well, you know why I'm angry. You know why?
Why can't you sort of bask in his Cowboys
I didn't say the P word. I didn't do any of that. I didn't say belt to ass. It was not me.
Does make a good point.
Because at that moment, they were giving them belt to ass.
Yeah, but I think you opened the door for all of a sudden now, RJ and John.
I didn't open the door for when I did it was 26-8. RJ did it 26-15.
It was never 26.
And you know what? It's not RJ's team to do. It's I'm allowed to do it. RJ can't do it. I wouldn't do it for the Niners. RJ can do it for the Niners.
Yeah, but they wanted to pump you up.
You can't parent my children.
Listen, they wanted to pump you up.
Yeah, you start BTAing all over the place, and we're going to chime in.
You start what?
I shouldn't respond to you guys. I need out of the group chat on Sundays. Other time, I enjoy it. I like you guys. It's fun. It's uplifting. It can be comedic. Rick sends, memes and videos of little people. It's great. I don't want to be in it on Sunday.
Here's the thing, though. When it came to your mind that there's just belts being laid, you thought of us. You thought of us. You came to us.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to, but you guys started this whole thing. This is all you guys. Here's how it went down. Okay? Because Ray got me angry. RJ, Giants are back. Raymond, holy bleep. Dart is actually touched by the hand of God on that throw that was a touchdown to Theo Johnson. No. And I said, it was a great throw because it wasn't a lucky throw. It was a great throw that Wandale dropped, deflected, Theo Johnson caught it, touchdown.
Okay,
and then I wrote,
would you not say that it's fortunate that Theo Johnson was in the right place at the right time?
Yeah, but it was it's not like the throw was awful and it wound up working in their favor. And then I wrote, it was because you got me angry.
I've literally seen that type of throw, that exact sort of play. It bounces off a receiver's hands perfectly like that into a defender's hands, and they run it for a pick six.
And all I wanted to know is it was a great throw. And then I had to get dumb, and I wrote belt to ass. And then John, Giants might be one of the 7 best teams in the NFC right now. And then RJ, playoff talk, told you Friday. And then Raymond, my dad is freaking out. And then I said, because you guys should shut up. And then you said, this isn't our fault. I said, playoff talk, shut up. And then I left the chat. I hope you're happy.
You missed some good commentary.
I'm sure that was great. Let me out now.
Right, but that wasn't the intention. No, you're not coming out of the chat. I'll just keep putting you back in. Just like I did yesterday. I put you right back in.
I was out for a while, though.
I think maybe the B to A opened the door for them. He made them feel comfortable.
In that
Clearly
moment,
made John feel comfortable.
In that moment, the Giants were giving them the belt to the ass is what was happening.
Right, but I think once you, once everyone in the chat got the vibe.
I wasn't talking about playoffs.
Well, I know, but I think you opened up the door for that. I don't agree with it. I mean, I wouldn't start mentioning the P word. It's not that crazy.
It's not his team.
But you clearly, I mean, for John to go from you B to A to him, they might be one of the 7 best teams in the NFC.
But it's not their team. John's a Jets fan. You worry about the Jets. Worry about who your starting quarterback is.
We have nothing. Yeah, but we have nothing. John has nothing.
You know, RJ, you worry about Christian McCaffrey and shocking Chris Collinsworth with your defensive play and Robert Saleh and Bryce Huff. You worry about that. You let me worry about the Giants.
Well, we worry about you. RJ likes you like this. But RJ likes you like this.
Well, good. I'm glad.
I think
RJ
RJ
what you
wanted
want,
the Giants to win.
This is what you love this?
Me and Joe Pinheiro. We love it. Freddie
What
Pinheiro?
actually is that guy's name?
Eddie.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Eddie.
Who
is Joel Pinheiro?
I'm not
I don't know.
sure.
You're just throwing around names.
He might have been a pitcher, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think there was a Joel Pinheiro.
Yeah, right, but it's definitely not
that
the
this
kicker.
guy's masquerading around as.
Yeah, Joel Pinheiro was a baseball player.
For the Mariners, maybe.
I think
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
right.
Yeah,
That
good
is
job.
right, yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, it's a tough loss.
And
I don't think it was
the
the group
Niners.
chat's
They
fault.
move on from Moody. They bring in Eddie Pinheiro, and the guy can't miss a kick.
It's how it's supposed to work.
Oh yeah, well I know.
Hey, at least you got a kicking competition.
What was Koo doing during the competition? Like
that probably just. I mean, they might have just buried.
what was he
Zins.
doing? Like kicking with his off foot? Like how could he not have
Maybe.
beaten that guy out?
I don't know.
Let's go to Tony in Delaware. Tony, you're on ESPN New York.
Yeah, just a few things, okay? So this just goes to show that Shane, awful, that whole talent evaluation crew is awful. The kicker, terrible. Evan Neal, terrible. Deontay Banks, terrible, should never be on the field, okay? Why can't Dable override Bowen and say, hey, look, we're not playing prevent defense? Why can't Dable override the OC and say, we're running the ball, we're eating up some clock? I don't get it. The only worst loss is the Trey Junkin loss to me. What do you think?
No, I don't agree with that. I think the Giants have. I mean, you're prisoner of the moment. It's an awful loss. What happened? I've seen a number of losses that are worse than that. A number of them.
Yeah, I
But
got to imagine. Now, listen, I got to imagine too. I mean, Dable. Dable was listening to the play call. If he won, I mean, and you know how. I mean, we've seen it already. Like how focused on Jackson Dart he is. I mean, if that play goes through the headset, that we're going to throw it here on 3rd and 5, and he doesn't want to throw it on 3rd and 5, you better believe that he's going to say, no, we're not doing that.
Right, and say, let's run the football.
Right, so I don't know. I mean, on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, if he's just like, hey, listen, that's your side of the ball. You do what you do. But again, that goes back to like just, I mean, you're the CEO of this team. Like, you need to make sure that you have a kicker that can actually make extra points. I mean, he missed an extra point last week. Misses 2 this week. It bit you in the ass last year. I mean, it's already bitten you how many times this year?
Twice.
Right. I mean, defensively. Like, I mean, you had your guys come out last week and talk about how they put pressure on Shane Bowen to be more aggressive. I mean,
and they were sending guys all game long after Bo Nix.
Right, but until you didn't, until you dropped 8.
Right, until you got conservative and fell into your shell again and played the same scared game again.
Right, so I mean, to have Brian Burns, who's been playing at like a defensive player of the year kind of level
He's
right
been
now,
unbelievable.
That frustrated after the game. He's in a walking boot after the game. Like, yeah, I mean, again, because those players inside that locker room are not of the mindset that we can't be a playoff team. Like, the level of belief has completely changed in that locker room. They think that they're as good as any of these teams, and they were showing it for 3 quarters.
Yeah, and they're right, because they are competing with the big boys in the NFL, and I think they probably believe that coaching let them down at the end of the game yesterday. Let's break, because Renan is on the other side, and he's only got limited time because he's got to do dad duty this morning. So we'll take a break, come back. Renan, who's been on the red eye, we'll chop it up with him and get into all the greatness that is the New York Football Giants. That's next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Get 1.9% financing on a new Mazda 2025 CX-50 or lease for $219 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN SN390557. MSRP $32,455. Zero security deposit. APR $17.48 for $1,000 financed. Ends 10/31/25.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Listen, the weather is starting to cool off a little bit and the cold is coming fast. Fill up your oil before the cold sets in. Now's the best time because the prices are still so low. By the time we get to Halloween and early November, you know it's going to be freezing. So make it easy to keep your house comfortable and warm. That's what Romeo's Fuel does. They keep you warm with discount home heating oil. Order online at romeosfuel.com. Now fully serving Nassau and Suffolk, go to romeosfuel.com today. That's romeosfuel.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Who knew caffeine could taste this good? With 5-Hour Energy Shots, caffeine just got a serious flavor upgrade. We're talking big flavor, from watermelon to strawberry, banana to sour apple, packed into a tiny 2-ounce bottle. You'll get as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee with 0 sugar and 0 crash. And with 17 bold flavors to choose from, there's a shot for every mood. Find your favorite flavor in-store today or grab a variety pack online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon and give your caffeine a flavor upgrade.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom designs that let everyone know who you're rooting for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing stacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We're bringing in Jordan Renan. We love him. Can you not take like 3 minutes to answer every question so we can get through a lot of questions with you today, please?
That's the way we're going to start this?
That's the way we're going to start this because I'm angry at you.
Wow. Good morning, Dave.
No. Morning.
No.
Morning.
What do you mean,
not
no?
a good morning. There's nothing good about
but
this
I can
morning.
say that.
He's a guest on our show. You treat him with some respect, man.
He's not really a guest.
He's a guest.
More
He
like
took the red eye home.
Part of the show. He's been a part of the show. He's
Didn't
a
even
staple
sleep,
of the
this
show.
poor
I did. I sleep. I'm one of those guys. The second I get on the plane, till the second it lands.
You got some good sleep? Makes
Yeah.
one of us. All right, so what the hell happened?
They fell apart defensively. I mean, that's pretty obvious right there. I mean, that's where the game was lost, right? And that in the coaching and some of the things they did at the end there. That's what cost them the game, and I look at it. And to me, you could see it because you could see guys in between plays defensively, kind of tapping out and saying, we needed a break. They were gassed in that fourth quarter, and I think that's a big deal. And I think that's something that maybe we should keep an eye on. Brian Daboll runs a very light training camp. This is now the second time they kind of collapsed on that end late in games, like. It's something that they need to address, and I think that they were totally out of gas there, and they couldn't stop anybody.
Well, Jordan, any thought with the extra time, maybe heading out to Denver a little early, get used to the altitude, or no?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything to that. I mean, you would know as a professional athlete, I think, but what I was told is like it kind of takes like 2 weeks for your body to adjust. So what are you going to do? You can't go out 2 weeks early. So going out a day before doesn't really do much in that regard. So. I don't know if there's a solution. I was wondering if there's like a chamber you can go in and work on.
There is.
Yep. I was told that not really.
No, they listen. There are. I forget. I was just watching. I think it was the North Dakota college hockey team has a room that simulates high altitude for training. So it could be done. Listen, that's not a big deal right now. I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
That 3rd and 5, right? In that moment, they had run the ball twice. Denver used 2 timeouts. Was that? Hey, we want to give this young kid an opportunity in a big spot to go ice this thing, or was it just a mistake to not just hand that ball off and make Denver take their 3rd timeout?
Yeah, I think it just shows you the trust that Brian Daboll and company have in Jackson Dart. And they say, we could trust him to do this. And just use your legs, make a play maybe, and not force a pass. And he kind of got fooled, made a bad play there. He said his feet kind of got caught up. And that's why he kind of underthrew it, and he was trying to get it over that guy. And I guess he probably, he was kind of dropping out.
Yeah,
and they brought a lot of pressure. I mean, what he did in that game, I don't think we can just completely gloss over. I mean, he could produce 4 touchdowns against that team, that defense, and that environment, played that well. Like, is it that crazy to have trust in him in that spot? I don't think so, to be honest with you.
No, he was awesome, right? But unfortunately, that's not going to be the story of the day because the Giants, in an epic fashion, found a way to collapse in that game. And there's so many things about it to get into. Jordan, you had this situation against Dallas. You let them get the play into field goal range. How do you rush 3? You heard Dexter Lawrence. You heard Brian Burns. These guys are very unhappy. How is that the decision that you make to rush 3 in that situation? Again, when it didn't work when you did it in week 2 against Dallas.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing coming out of this game is you see Brian Burns go into the locker room. You hear Brian Burns. You hear Dexter Lawrence in the locker room. And if you read between the lines, it's like they're obviously not happy with that approach and the coaching there. And you wonder, like, well, who are they mad at? Because, Shane Bowen is the one calling the defense. But Brian Daboll's the head coach. You just scored a touchdown. You just had a kickoff. Like, the head coach can go over to the defensive coordinator and tell him what he wants to run, right? So we can't just say, Shane Bowen's not doing his job. Like, the whole operation, to me, it's like, well, what's going on here? And also, let's be honest. I mean, when you have 8 guys deep, the goal is to kind of stop them from throwing the deep pass. And what did they do? They threw into the 8 guys. And they still couldn't defend it.
Well, they weren't watching.
I mean, they weren't watching, but they just had no idea.
Turned to the play.
That's what I'm saying. They have no idea where the ball is. They're turning their back to the ball, and they're not able to make plays. And then Deontay Banks the next play. I mean, to be able to get down the field that easily is just, to be frank, it's kind of pathetic.
It's not kind of pathetic. It's really pathetic.
Jordan, it is. I mean, it's way too easy. Like 2 plays, they got into a chip shot range.
Yeah, that's right. 39-yard field goal.
Chip
Jordan,
shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, might not be a chip shot for the Giants kicker. Why are we still having these kind of kicker issues with the Giants?
Yeah, their plan at kicker was bad this year. Their plan was to go with a 35-year-old kicker or whatever Graham Gano is in his upper 30s with an injury history and a backup who's unproven and, I'm not sure anyone really thought he was ready to kick in games anyway.
He stinks.
And now, here you are.
I mean,
well, what does that tell you about Koo? That Koo could have beat him out.
Well, but Jordan, how is it that I turn on a game and the Packers, like Brandon McManus is out and Havlicek, whatever his name is, he's kicking 61-yarders, and Parker Romo replaces Koo, and he has no problem. And, I mean, there's probably 40 good kickers. There's not 32. There's probably 40 guys that are competent and capable, and they can't find somebody that's just decent.
Yeah, I know your boy Piñeiro's out there too. I heard about him.
You think now you're a comedian, huh?
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. They did a terrible job picking kickers. What can I tell you? I mean, they obviously have no trust in him. That's obvious. They don't want to kick field goals. Anytime they had a long field goal, they pretty much passed it up since he's become the kicker. But I mean, I've seen very, very little of Koo in practice, but I see him shank kickoffs every once pretty regularly, and it's like, okay, I guess that might not be a great option. But guess what? He'll probably be kicking this week, and you'll probably be crossing your fingers and hoping he doesn't have the yips because go look at what happened at the end of his time in Atlanta. It was a disaster too.
Which is why he's not in Atlanta. Jordan.
And it's why he's not kicking for the Giants.
Right. I just have a hard time, man. I mean, I think this kid is 2 for 2, but his longest field goal was 31 yards. Right? Missed one last week. Misses two more.
2 extra points yesterday.
2 more yesterday.
How do you even say his name, by the way?
McAtamney.
No, I don't think that's right.
That's right.
Why not?
I don't like that. I'm not going to use that.
Well, tell Jordan how you pronounce it.
McTammany.
I don't think you're going to have to worry about it.
Yeah,
anymore,
no.
to be honest with you.
He's gone.
Let's be fair.
Did they leave him in Denver or did they bring him back on the team charter?
Come on. Poor kid, young guy, took the blame, went up there, even though the snap was bad on one and Daboll said the operation was off. He said, no, it's my job to make these kicks. It's on me. Took all the blame no matter what. I mean, he said all the right things. I'm not going to sit here and smash him and make jokes unnecessarily at him like you are over there.
He's such an adult.
Jordan, how does this get fixed, though? Like, I mean, you get the sense. I mean, these are your best players. Burns is playing at a defensive player of the year kind of level. I mean, Dexter, like the left tackle and the right tackle both had really good games. But the defensive side of the ball, like this is like you can feel the frustration. I mean, how do they fix this?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because A lot of people want Shane Bowen to be gone. I'm not so sure that's going to happen at this point in the season. I mean, it's a tough move for Brian Dable to be making at this point. Maybe he has to get more involved and have more responsibility. I know you can't just sit there and hug Jackson Dart all the time. Like you got to worry about the defense. Or maybe just keep your cool within the game, because he's sitting there like yelling at Shane. I mean, I saw him walking back and forth after that play. We're talking about the first play of that final drive.
Yep.
And he's walking back and forth past Shane Bowen and just turning his head, and we're far away, but it sure seemed like he was just yelling and yelling at him, and it continued basically as the game ended. But you're the head coach. Get involved, be a part of it late in the games in the final seconds. Like, that's what a good head coach does. You're not just you're an overseer of everything, right? And I think maybe he needs to take more, be more involved on that end too, and have some input there, and stay calm and collected during the game, so he could then contribute in that fashion as well.
Best guess, and I know you got to go. We'll let you go in a second. Best guess. You think Dable's fighting for his job here? Do you think that the progression of Jackson Dart is going to eventually make him safe? Like, what do you think happens here?
He's not helping his cause. He's actually hurt. Like, things like yelling at Shane Bowen on the sideline when things are going awry there at the end of games, and botching these end of game decisions. Jackson Dart's helping him, and at the same time, he's doing things like the blue medical tent. Like, these are things that are going to be used against him in the end. So it's really like you're weighing both sides of it. It's going to be a very interesting mix here. But here's the bottom line, Dave. This is how basically you're judged in this league, right? By success. They're 11-30 in the last 2.5 years. 11-30. You got to produce some results. You can't be blowing games. I heard you say that coaching. You put 2 of these games on coaching. I don't think that's crazy, right? So, he can't have that happen. He can't have these incidents keep piling up like the blue tent. Like, that's just he embarrassed the owner unnecessarily there. It took a good moment and kind of spoiled it. So these are all knocks that I think are going against him now. But he has the Jackson Dart positive, who was amazing yesterday for 99% of that game, and that's sure going to help him.
All right, we know you got to go. So go do your thing, and
I need to know how you're holding up.
It couldn't be worse.
He's not. He ate the microphone, Jordan. He stuck the microphone in his mouth.
You ate the microphone?
Yeah. Check out my avatar on Twitter. Yeah, he ate.
What was it, like the back of a cereal box? Go back. Maybe
that was the microphone in his mouth.
That was earlier today.
Yeah.
I'm not in a good way.
Really?
Sherry asked.
I want to be put in a medically induced coma.
Jordan,
what I want.
I heard a lot of coma talk.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
He was so bad last night that he had to do his Dave Rothenberg's Giants obsession that Sherry didn't feel comfortable letting him drive by himself to the studio.
Road rage?
Yeah, she offered to drive him.
Scared of road rage?
She said, "Let me drive you. We won't even have to talk. We'll sit in the car in silence and let me just drive you." I was like, "No, get out of my way."
That's why I had to check in this morning just to see how you were doing.
Yeah, that's great.
I kind of like your. I revel in your misery a little bit.
Why? Why do people enjoy my misery so much?
Because it's a little bit. It's entertaining. It's humorous.
Oh, good. I'm glad I can be entertaining for you. Are you going to get some sleep today or what?
I feel good right now.
Yeah, you look terrible.
What?
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. You look great.
I'm sorry, Jordan. You don't deserve any of this.
I'm going to do a workout this morning. That's how I'm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Don't you have to drive your daughter to school or something?
Yeah, 7:50. So I got 3 minutes. I'll see you later, guys.
Goodbye. And that, of course, is Jordan Renaud.
All right. So my only concern is, and I wish we could have kept him for a couple more minutes, but he's got stuff to do. Or my only question is, do they make the right decision? Right? Like, because, I mean, as embarrassing as it was watching Brian Dable go into the tent and, John Mara's work with concussion, the concussion protocol and everything else. I mean, he did bring you a huge win against the Eagles. And you saw that, you saw after the game in the locker room, he gives him the game ball. Jackson Dart looks like he's the franchise quarterback. So now, like, you're in a spot, if you're John Mara, you're also the same guy that got in front of a microphone and said, we did everything in our power to screw up Daniel Jones. And do you feel like making a change would slow down the development of Jackson Dart?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question.
I think he's got it, man. I think he's, and I'm not talking about hiring some schlub coach. I mean, I think the Giants' job would be very attractive.
Well, I don't think you're wrong. Well, I don't think you're wrong, but I don't know if that's something that he necessarily wants to do. I mean, especially because you brought him back. Like, I mean, Jordan brings up that number, but Jordan, I mean, part of that number is maybe the most embarrassing season in the history of the franchise, and you brought them back.
If you have a good someone you look at as a good coach, are they winning that game yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Could you not say that they're losing games because this guy's just not good enough?
Yeah, you can say that, but again, you're preaching to the choir. I'm also the same person that told you, like, someone, like, there was a report that the players like him, or when we had Jordan on, he's like, well, the players like him, and I was like, well, the only reason that the players like him, if the only reason that the players like him is because he runs a really easy training camp, that can't be an
awful reason. That is.
That's an awful reason.
Awful reason.
And now we're using it as an excuse as to why the defense is worn out because they don't practice hard.
And you could tell. I mean, I hadn't talked to Jordan, but you could tell the defense had nothing at all in that fourth quarter. Let's go around the league, but before we do that, let's spend a few minutes on the Jets.
Do we have to?
I think we should.
Yeah, you want to, really?
No, I actually really don't, but I think that we have to service the audience, and I think that's part of the conversation. I mean, I said jokingly, and you got upset with me, you're gonna fall into a win or two. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know
Where
that
are you falling into a win?
I thought yesterday was a really winnable game. You made that defense look like they were, an elite defense.
Right. You had you have all the numbers. That Panthers defense generated season high in total pressure rate, and sacks.
Did I hear they had more sacks yesterday than they did the entire season leading into that game?
That might be right. I didn't check that. I mean, they had 6 yesterday, so I didn't check exactly what their total was.
I think that's accurate. I think they had more sacks in the one game yesterday than they did the entire season leading into that game.
Right. Not to mention they hadn't had a road win yet. Yeah. And I gave you the stat. They last 13 road games they'd be giving up at least 22 points. Gave up 6. I had to replace our quarterback at halftime. Halftime, what do we do again? Let's let the clock run.
They did the same thing again.
Yeah, same thing, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing.
But how does that change?
It doesn't change unless they get a quarterback. Which, again, do you trust Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji to draft the next quarterback with what looks like the first overall pick?
No.
No, I don't either.
The answer is unequivocally, I do not. I mean, Aaron Glenn looks completely overwhelmed right now.
Yep.
And I'm sure he's a great guy, and I think he knows football, but not everyone is meant to be a head coach. And the way he has shown out so far, first almost half of his rookie season, he doesn't look like he's a capable NFL head coach.
No, I don't think at this point he is. I mean, do you give him time to figure it out? Or do you think he can figure it out? Under the current circumstances, he won't, because he just doesn't. I mean, Justin Fields is not right now an NFL caliber starting quarterback.
He's not.
He's not.
And let's be fair, it's not like you brought in Tyrod Taylor and he was great. He had some guys running wide open.
Wide open.
He missed terribly.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, that's a huge point in that game yesterday. 2 opportunities for touchdowns that he underthrows,
and one of them got picked off.
And one of them gets picked off. Yeah, Hornby. I mean,
yeah, he's very good.
What a great one-handed interception.
He's very good.
Yeah. So he had Lazard. So he had the direct snap to Hall, who gives it to Davis. And then he gives it to Taylor, and you got Lazard wide open. Underthrows that.
That was a terrible
And
throw.
then you had Reynolds. And then at a certain point, it was like Horn was running the routes for Josh Reynolds.
Yes. Which Raymond so graciously pointed out in the group.
Yeah, right.
text.
We're the only team that decides to throw at him. Like, of all the guys you don't throw at, let's throw at him. Like, no one was throwing at him. They're smart enough not to. We got quarterbacks that aren't very good, but we'll throw with receivers that aren't very good. We'll throw right at them. Because that should make sense.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, when was the last time you scored a touchdown? The Cowboys game, right?
Yeah, probably.
It's 2 full games since you've last scored a touchdown.
Yeah, the offense stinks. It really does. Quarterback stinks. I don't think the coach knows what he's doing. I mean, you just at home, you're 0-6, going up against a team that hasn't won on the road yet, and you score 6 points. And it never felt like you had any chance to win that game. None.
No. Yeah, I mean,
and the defense
right.
actually played last 2 weeks. The defense has actually played well,
really well. And the thing is, how does it get better? I mean, you think you're going to go out there and beat the Bengals this week?
That version of the Bengals with Joe Flacco?
No. So I mean, you're 6-point underdogs in this game against Cincinnati.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because you, in your infinite wisdom, when you were feeling good about your team, decided, oh, hey, look, you got the Carolina game, and then you got the Cincinnati game, and you got Cleveland. These are all winnable games.
They should be winnable games.
They're not, though, because we stink.
Yeah, but you don't stink. Like, it goes beyond you stink. Like, this is an epic level of dysfunction that you
Right.
have right now. You're making defenses that are – I mean, the Broncos' defense is good, really good. You made them look otherworldly. Carolina's defense is – I think they're fine. You made them look great. Like, what you're doing, that your offense is so bad. And I thought we fixed the offensive line. What happened to that?
That's a good question. Well, it doesn't help when the quarterback doesn't know what he sees. And
No,
he just holds on to
you're
the
right.
football.
But I mean, do you look at the offensive line and say they're playing at a high level?
No, I don't look at the offense just period and say they're playing at a high level. The offense stinks. That's the thing too, is that I have such a hard time with like the whole Aaron Glenn experience, because it's like, I mean, there's like this level of hypocrisy. Like, you say one thing and then you stand by it. You want to blame the media. Well, if we open it up and he throws interceptions, and then you'll jump all over that. No, he's our quarterback. He only had one bad game, and now halftime.
Right, and you take him out at halftime of the next game.
Right, so it's like, I mean, that just screams I don't know what I'm doing.
It feels like it.
I'm just throwing stuff up against the wall and hoping something sticks here.
It feels like it. By the way, Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, Tully time. Busy night in sports tonight. Rangers host the Wild tonight, 7 o'clock at the Garden. We have a Game 7 in the ALCS. First pitch, Mariners and Blue Jays from Toronto, 8:08. Oh, and by the way, not one but two Monday Night Football games as well. So there's a lot going on. That's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. You're right. It feels like he is completely in over his head right now.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, you got the 3rd and 15 play where they go design, quarterback drop the middle for 8 yards, crowd's booing. I mean, whatever people actually showed up. I mean, for that barn burner, I give you credit for taking the time to go and watch that.
Now, could you imagine that? Because you know that going to a football game is not like a 3-hour venture.
No,
it's you got to leave your house well before the game. You probably want to hang out at the stadium for a little bit. Now you're going into the game. Then by the time you get home, like you go to a football game, you're looking at 8 hours.
Yeah,
right.
So
I mean, if you go and you brave that, good for you. If you're a Jets fan,
yeah, to watch the same garbage.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
No, I mean, it's just how many times you have to see it. Like, I mean, my quarterback can't throw it. He doesn't trust himself to throw it. It's late. It's inaccurate. We can't use the middle of the field because he can't throw it accurate. And, like, end of the half, again, a couple sacks. We don't trust it. Let's get to the locker room. Let's just let the time run out. You got one timeout left. We don't need it.
But, you're going to hear from the Aaron Glenn apologists or people that think he deserves more time. Well, they're going to find every coach that's had success after failing early on in their career. Look at Dan Campbell.
But this is also the same coach and the same GM that decided it was going to be a good idea to move off of Aaron Rodgers for Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they're getting what they deserve right now. This is what they deserve. This was the decision they made, and now it's even worse now because you don't have Garrett Wilson.
Correct.
It was bad enough when it was just Garrett Wilson with Justin Fields. Now it's even worse because you don't have Garrett Wilson.
Right, and you see, I mean, the receivers are awful. They're awful.
There were corners. Joe Horn was running the routes better than the receivers. He was running them for them. J.C. Horn Horn was running the routes better than the receivers were running it.
Correct. But how does it get better? I mean, you got 10 more games of this.
It doesn't get better. I mean, unless, at this point, do you go back to Justin Fields? I don't think so. Not that it'll look great with Tyrod Taylor, but at least he can throw the football.
I truly don't know. I don't know what the answer is. The answer is not on the roster right now.
No, the answer is you don't have a quarterback. The answer is we're getting real close to every Jets fan just saying, I'm done with this, and I hope they lose every game. I mean, Jets fans may already be at that point. Sounds like Ira's already done with Aaron Glenn.
I've never heard Ira like this before. I'm not exaggerating. It's not hyperbole. I'm not doing this for radio content. I've never heard Ira like this before. He's miserable. There was a guy, it might have been on our show, calls. He's like, it's not supposed to be like this. Like, teams are, you can't, do you understand how hard it is to be a bad football team for a decade?
Well, we'll show you.
I mean, they've been a bad football team for 15 years now. That's not what it's supposed to be.
No, of course it's not what it's supposed to be. I mean, the league is built for parity. Of course it's not supposed to be that way. But for us it is. And we've tried. Like, we've tried to find the quarterback. We spent the 3rd overall pick. We spent the 2nd overall pick. We've tried. It just, we can't do it. We can't do it. I'd see it. And here's the thing, though, too. I still don't. I don't understand the decision in the first place. I guess you could change my mind where it's, I'm the new sheriff in town. It's going to be my way or the highway. Aaron, could potentially stand in the way of that just because of how well respected he is around the locker room and all these different things. But then you go to a quarterback that Pittsburgh, didn't really want. He was 4-2.
Right.
And they still replaced him with Russell Wilson. And we'll roll with that. And I'm going to go with a rookie offensive coordinator to boot, who doesn't necessarily know what he's doing. And what, it was just going to magically work?
Well, it's not.
With limited weapons around Justin Fields in the first place.
I don't even think, you have one guy who's really good, and that's it.
So, and we don't really use Breece Hall to the best of his abilities because we can or we don't know how. You had a game. You got one of the best pass-catching running backs in the whole NFL. You had a game last week where he ran 14 routes. You didn't pass to him one time.
It's amazing.
No, one time. You threw to a running back one time, and it was like for -1 yards. You weren't running him. You weren't running Justin Fields last week. Now this week you're going to decide you're going to run him a little bit. He gets hammered, has to go to the blue tent.
Punishment yesterday too.
So I just they don't. It's pretty clear that they have no real idea what they're doing.
See, at least you're dead. I was given life, and I had that ripped away from me.
Right, but I'm dead without the ability. I'm like in purgatory though. I can't just rest in peace. I still have to watch this trash. I gotta watch it. I watched every snap of it.
I know, but you're not emotionally invested now. You watch it out of obligation.
Which is worse. I'd rather be emotionally involved in it.
Oh, you don't want to be dealing with what I'm dealing with today. I
would rather
today.
No, I would rather feel the way you feel than feel like I just wasted my time watching a game against the Carolina Panthers.
I feel like I wasted my time watching a game.
No, but you felt during it, though. You had emotion during it. You had ups. You had downs. They brought you back because Jackson Dart scores that touchdown.
Oh, what a great drive that was.
And you're 37 seconds away from a win. And then they snatched it back.
Ugh.
But
you're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS.
Oh, God.
I can't even do a read. You see? I'm totally broken.
Try again.
Now we can't do a legal ID today. Now we're getting fined by the FCC, and this whole thing's going to fall off the rails.
Try one more time.
You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York.
That's nice.
See, thank God I'm really good.
Yeah, it's like after Jackson Dart threw that interception, right? You forget about it, you move on, boom, right down the field, scores a touchdown.
And there you go.
Good on you.
There you go. Maybe
Ray? Justin Fields, 6 of 12, 46 yards.
He was really good.
You can't make it up.
The last time they scored a touchdown was against the Cowboys,
and
those were meaningless touchdowns, remember?
Yeah, well, that's what we do. Scoring garbage time.
Ray?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm great.
I know you are.
Of course he's great.
Rangers with a massive comeback win. Your Cowboys go out there and bleep kick the Commanders.
Yeah, it's nice. Rangers found a way to score some goals finally. It made me panic, though. Waited until the third period to
what a
get
life
going.
you living right now.
Yeah, you really are.
Knicks are back Wednesday. It's all happening.
You got some life, you know that?
It's all happening. It's good. Things are good.
You want to take
Had
us
a
around the
sushi buffet
league?
this weekend, I heard.
What is wrong with you?
What happened?
What is wrong with you?
Who doesn't like sushi? Delicious.
What is wrong with you?
What? I didn't say anything.
I didn't hear that. What happened?
Yeah, it's probably better that you didn't hear it.
Nom.
Did you say you want to go around the league, Dave?
No, I want to hear what he said first.
Terrible. You're terrible.
No.
Yes.
Listen, you had a nice weekend. That's all I'm saying. You had a nice weekend.
I can't tell you anything.
I
can't tell you anything.
Why are you making fun of me? He said something which is inappropriate.
It wasn't inappropriate.
It's very inappropriate.
Extremely
inappropriate.
So he told you something in confidence and you brought it to air.
Delicately, I brought it to air, though.
You
know what? I understand why he would be angry. What is wrong with you?
That wasn't very delicate.
I was like a stealth bomber.
It wasn't very delicate.
Delicious.
If you didn't draw attention to it, no one would know what I was even talking about. They were like, "Oh, Ray must have had went for a nice."
Because people are trained now. They know
Ray
how
loves
you
sashimi.
operate. They know how you operate, and they know what you were getting.
You
at.
talk about a life. I mean, you're gambling. You got boxes of porn.
Living.
All right, Ray, you want to take us around the league?
For the love of God, please, yes.
All right, come and take it out.
It's time to go around the league.
Oh, God. We'll start across the pond. Wembley Stadium. Rams beat the Jaguars 35-7. Matthew Stafford throws 5 touchdowns, ties a Rams record. So that's an international NFL record. First player since sacks were tracked to throw 5 touchdowns, no picks, and not get sacked. Also the third quarterback in league history to have a 5-touchdown game in 3 different decades. Kurt Warner and Tom Brady. No Puka Nacua, no problem. 10 different receivers catch a pass. 3 touchdowns for Devontae Adams to tie a career high. 8th straight win versus the AFC for the Rams. That's the second longest streak in their franchise history since the merger. Rams have allowed 10 points total the last 2 games. They are 5-2. Best start to a season since they started 6-1 back in 2021. They, of course, won the Super Bowl. Congratulations to Travis Hunter, career high 101 receiving yards and his first NFL touchdown.
Didn't even play defense for, I believe, the entire game, if not the bulk of the game yesterday. Listen, it changes week to week to week. I think you'd be hard-pressed to say the Rams are not the best team in the NFC right now, right? I mean, the Lions are very good. The Packers are good. The Eagles are pretty good. But there's something special about the Rams. And to do that, put up 35 points without your best offensive weapon, oh, boy, that was a hell of a performance.
Right, well, you got Sean McVay, right, and you got Matthew Stafford. I think a lot of the people early on, there was an RJ went. He said it to us on Friday. A lot of people zigged. RJ zagged. Stafford's back. He's an older guy. What version of Stafford are you getting? The last 4 games, 12 touchdowns, no picks in the last 4 games? Mm-hmm. And this was without Puka Nacua over in London. Listen, I don't think Jacksonville's that good, but I think as far as most well-rounded team potentially in the NFC, especially after what you saw last year in Philly in the snow, how close that game was, I don't know, man. Nacua comes back. This Rams team with Sean McVay, we had a tough out in the NFC. Real tough out.
That's a really good football team. They're well coached. They got studs on defense, on offense. Right? They have 2 good running backs. Their offensive line is good. That's a really good football team.
Bears beat the Saints 26-14. So Caleb Williams only throws for 172 and has his 6-game touchdown streak snapped. He did throw an INT, but really the air game wasn't necessary. Chicago dominant on the ground, 222 yards. DeAndre Smith, he goes for 124 and a touchdown. Kyle Monungai goes for 81 and a touchdown. Defense picks off Spencer Rattler 3 times. They've got 11 INTs this year. That's the most over the first 6 games for them since 2018. They've won 4 in a row for the first time since the end of that 2018 season. For New Orleans, Spencer Rattler sacked 4 times, lost a fumble on top of the 3 picks. Chris Olave's stock is up, 5 catches, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. Saints' first 1-6 start since 1999 when they finished 3-13 under Mike Ditka.
Rick's feed is out. Should we make a note of that?
Yes, we should.
Yeah, okay. Because that's what he did to me the other day, right? Look, his feed is out. His feed is out. Yours has been out for like 45 seconds. And
it's shut down, all right?
This is the longest that it's been out for you.
Shut up.
All right, so you got a major problem here right now.
That's not a major
I mean, we can hear him. We just can't see him.
No, same as me the other day.
Yeah.
So you made sure to bring that to my attention.
Well, listen, it's to everyone's attention now. It's to everyone's attention.
Mine is not due to a lack of electronics like yours is.
Highly functional electronics. Lack of electronics. Mine was probably a Wi-Fi issue.
Whatever it was.
Are we back yet? No, we're not.
No, he's not back. He'll never be back.
I'm back.
No, you're not.
Back.
Nope.
Yep.
Now you're back.
All right. Saints Bears.
Saints Bears. Yeah, Bears. They ran the ball down the Saints' throat, and they were the better football team. Their defense played well. Turned over Rattler a couple times, and Bears have won 3 in a row, and they're 4-2 now.
4 in a row. Why is Spencer Rattler still playing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the other option is the old rookie, and
but why not go with the old rookie?
Yeah, but why not go with the old rookie though? That's my point.
Yeah,
I mean, they're 1-6. I mean, Spencer Rattler's won 1 game. Like, I mean, you're gonna have a high pick. Don't you need to see if Tyler Shuck can play or not? Right, Kellen Moore's not going anywhere. They're gonna have a high pick. Do I need to draft a quarterback or no? Spencer Rattler's not the future. All right. That's it.
That's all you got.
I'm asking a question. No one wants to answer my question.
Right.
Well, I thought it was rhetorical. I said I agree with you. I don't understand why you wouldn't, unless you just don't believe this kid's the future.
Or he's not ready. I mean, at this point,
how can he not be ready? He's like 26 years old.
Maybe he's a young 26.
Like Tyler. Oh, boy. Browns 31, Dolphins 6. Cleveland finds an opponent that's struggling worse than they are. Dolphins cannot stop the run. Quinshon Judkins runs for 3 touchdowns. He's the first Brown to do that since Travis Prentice back in 2000. Consecutive home wins for Cleveland. First time in 2 years they snap an 11-game streak of scoring 17 or fewer. That was the longest in franchise history. The Browns defense gets 3 picks and a fumble recovery. That's their most in a game since 2023 against the Jets. Dylan Gabriel only has to throw 18 times. Tua Tagovailoa, meanwhile, has the 3 picks that we talked about. That's happened in consecutive games. 10 interceptions this season ties Geno Smith for the most in the league. Miami 0-4 on the road, 1-6 through their first 7 for the first time since Brian Flores was coaching back in 2021.
You make it sound like this is like a forever thing, though. Since 2021 this is the first time they were 1-6.
Listen,
That's not exactly 40 years.
I'm pulling the stats. This is what I got.
Yeah, I wonder how long Mike McDaniel keeps this job. I mean, I was actually watching the game yesterday thinking to myself, is he going to be fired today? Because you just got humiliated by the Browns. The Browns don't humiliate anybody. You know, losing the game is one thing. To get beaten up like that is brutal. Absolutely brutal. And how many wins are coming for this Miami team this season? Not a lot.
Oh, they beat the Jets.
Well, they might do that again.
They still play the Jets
still
again.
Not a lot.
Well, I mean, come on. What are the chances? I mean, we talk about Miami all the time. This version of Miami, the paper tiger. They play against good teams or they play in elements. They got no chance. It was windy and raining. And they're dysfunctional. Oh, by the way, they're a dysfunctional mess right now.
Yeah, they are. The
first text message I got after that game was, do you think they keep him in Cleveland? I was like, stop. They're going to take him home from Cleveland.
Mike McDaniel, are you worried about losing your job?
So the way I look at this job is I find it very offensive to all parties involved. If I'm thinking about having the job, I need to be doing my job. So for as long as I coach for the Miami Dolphins in this organization, they'll get everything from me, and I refuse to spend my time thinking about something. You have a job, you do your job, and you do it to the best of your ability.
They didn't really answer the question.
Well, because, I mean, listen, he knows what they turned the ball over, 4 times? I think Cleveland scored 21 points off the turnovers. They had 103 yards of penalties. They were 1 of 13 on third down. Like, Tua had to be replaced by Quinn Ewers. Like, it's pretty much writings on the wall.
Is really good, by the way.
Right, writings on the wall. Oh, that's another win for the Jets. Oh, they're playing Cleveland.
I mean, it should have been.
Jackwagon.
Oh, boy.
It should have. You're still not going to go winless.
Yeah.
Teams don't go winless.
Okay.
I mean, it has
You can't
happened.
go winless.
It has happened.
It has happened, though.
What, like twice?
So?
Just saying.
Show me where the win's coming.
I hope it doesn't happen.
You want them to win a game, right?
Of course.
They're gonna win a couple games.
I hope so.
You can't go 1-16.
I keep saying that.
Patriots
I'll believe it when I see it. How about that?
All right, I'll take my apology.
Get that win. Patriots beat the Titans 31-13 in the Mike Vrabel revenge game. Drake May, he goes 21 of 23, 222, 2 touchdowns, also added 62 yards on the ground. So 91.3 completion percentage. That passes Tom Brady for a Patriots record. First player in NFL history to complete 90% of his passes with a minimum of 20 attempts and run for 50 yards. Pats 4-0 on the road, first time since back in 2021. I know, Dave, that's not that long ago. 5-2 surpasses their win totals from the past 2 seasons. Titans are 4-20 since firing Vrabel. They've lost 7 in a row at home. That's the longest active streak in the league. Cam Ward, 25 of 34 for 255, a touchdown, a pick, and a lost fumble. That's his 5th of the year. That leads the league. Titans 0-11 at home against the spread. That ties with the 88-89 Cowboys for the second longest streak against the spread in the Super Bowl era. Number 1 was the 2012-2013 Eagles.
The Patriots are a good football team. They're well balanced. It's funny how little they run the ball with the rookie out of Ohio State, Henderson. But Ramondre's the guy. If he fumbles or not, he's going to be the guy. And now with Douglas and Booty and Stephon Diggs and Hunter Henry, like they have a lot of weapons on that team. And Drake May is kind of coming into his own. Yeah, I think they're a real threat in the AFC right now.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing, right? Is we want to make sure we give Drake May as many weapons to go out and have success, and it feels like he's kind of taking that next step. I mean, he's super athletic, can use his legs. Does take too many big hits in my opinion, but I mean that was close early. Like New England was kind of flat to start that game, but I guess that's maybe 3 road games in a row will do that to you. But I mean, to start the second half, a touchdown and then the fumble for a touchdown, it was night.
Right. And you picked that game, right? You and Ray both had that game?
Yeah,
That's right.
That was well done. I'm sure you guys were cursing things early on in that game, though.
It didn't look great.
A little sketchy early. Yep.
Yeah. Chiefs embarrassed the Raiders 31-0. Pat Mahomes' 45th game with 3 touchdown passes. That's second most all-time for a guy through his first 9 NFL seasons. Dan Marino had 46. Pat Mahomes, 36-6 versus the AFC West. Got the best win percentage against the division since the merger at 85%. KC, first shutout win since 2011. Also their biggest win since 41-0 over the 49ers in 2006. Third time Pete Carroll's been shut out as an NFL head coach. Chiefs allowed 3 first downs, fewest ever. 95 yards they allowed was the fewest since back in 97. They allowed 93 against the Raiders. Geno Smith passes for 67. That's his fewest since he was with the Jets back in 2014. We talk about draft picks. Ashton Genty, number 6 overall pick, right? 6 carries for 21 yards. Vegas is the second team in the last 75 years with 30 or fewer offensive plays in a game. They are 0-8 versus the AFC West since the start of last year. That's the longest active streak in the division for the league.
So a couple things to unpack from this game. Firstly, how long are you going to go with Geno Smith? Like, he just looks awful. They missed Brock Bowers terribly. And why do they continue to come out and make this statement of, we're going to give Ashton Genty 20-plus touches every game, where you give him, what'd you say, 6 carries?
Yep.
And typically, this is a tough matchup because these two teams know each other so well, and they hate each other, and the games are typically close. That was one of the most lopsided games I've ever seen. It was an awful football game.
Right. I mean, they lose Max Crosby in the game. I mean, that's kind of the matchup that you're looking forward to is Max Crosby and Patrick Mahomes. RJ had mentioned that they've had trouble with the Raiders. They've won 10 of the last 11 against the Raiders.
Yeah, but remember last year, like they've been close, though.
Yeah, right. I mean, they've been close. Right now, the way KC is playing defensively, now Rashee Rice back offensively, KC right now is the team in the AFC.
They're a real problem. They are the team in the AFC. You're right. You're right.
They are back. I was wrong. Eagles 28, Vikings 22. Jalen Hurts, he goes off. 326 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, perfect passer rating, most yards in a game since back in 2022. He had one 300-yard game all of last year. A.J. Brown, 4 catches, 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, his 8th career multi-TD game. Devontae Smith, 9 catches for a career-high 183 and a touchdown. So that's the 3rd time the two of them have had 100 yards and a touchdown each. Eagles were still outgained by 59 yards, and they've been outgained in all 7 games this year. Saquon only has 44 yards rushing, hasn't broken 100 yet. The Vikings are 0-3 versus the Eagles under Kevin O'Connell. That's the only team they faced multiple times that he has not beaten. It was not a revenge game for Carson Wentz. He does throw for 313, but 2 first-half INTs, 1 got returned
he's
for
not
a
very
touchdown.
good, Carson Wentz.
No,
he's a frustrating player. He's a frustrating player. T.J. Hockenson will look to be like a touchdown late in the game, but that was overturned. He didn't seem too happy about it, but the replay looks like the ball moved after he hit the ground. He said 2 members of Bill Vinovich's officiating crew said they considered it a catch and a touchdown even after the replay. So J.J. McCarthy was the emergency 3rd QB for this one. So you have to think he's back soon, but they have a Thursday nighter against the Chargers this week. Probably not enough practice time for him.
Yeah, I was reading and it sounds like he will not be the quarterback this week. So you're going to go to J.J. McCarthy in week 9. I mean, he's got to play, and he's got to stay healthy. This is year 2 now. I know he didn't play last season because he was hurt. He's barely played this season because he was hurt. And when he's played this season, he hasn't been good. He needs to play, and he needs to play well because they need some answers on J.J. McCarthy.
Well, I mean, he played, 1 good quarter?
Of 8, yes.
Of
1
8.
good quarter.
7 bad, 1 good. But, I mean, Carson Wentz is not the answer. And Philly's got to figure out how to run the football. I don't know if it's just that we're loading up against the run, so Saquon can't beat us, and we don't think that Jalen Hurts can beat us with his arm. But
that's what I would do if I was playing that team.
Well, I mean, it feels like that's exactly what they did. But, I mean, unfortunately, he did throw the ball well, and Devontae Smith went for $183.
Right.
And A.J. Brown went for $121.
And A.J. Brown probably very happy today because he got fed the ball. But you know what? My thing would be is if he can do that, then hats off to him. I don't think he can consistently do that.
Well, I think we're going to find out.
We should.
Colts beat the Los Angeles Minions. I'm sorry, Chargers.
Go Chargers, go!
I think they were calling them the Savannah Bananas also.
Those are terrible.
There was a lot of yellow going on there. But anyway, final score 38-24. Colts are 6-1. That's their best start since 2009 when they reached the Super Bowl, and that's the first time that they've been 6-1 without a quarterback named Peyton Manning since moving to Indianapolis. Daniel Jones, 288, 2 touchdowns, no picks again. 3rd straight game with multiple passing touchdowns. That's actually the longest streak of his career. Jonathan Taylor, 94 yards, 3 touchdowns. 3rd game with 3 rushing touchdowns this season. That's a Colts record. He's the 4th player in NFL history with 3 games of 3 touchdowns within the first 7. Already 61 rushing touchdowns as a Colt, 3 behind Edgerrin James for most in franchise history. Tyler Warren killing it, 69 yards, a touchdown. 2nd rookie in Colts history with a receiving touchdown in 3 straight games. Joins Austin Collie. They can score. They lead the league in 31.1 points per game.
33.1, yeah.
That was coming into the game. You're right. 3rd straight game with at least 30. 232 points through the 7 games. That's the most since 1964 when they were in Baltimore. Justin Herbert throws the ball 55 yards. He gets 420 yards, 3 touchdowns, but 2 picks. That's only his third highest attempts in his career, too. But he does throw a red zone interception for the second time in 3 games. He had none last year and never had more than 1 in a season. He's thrown a pick in 4 of the last 5. Chargers started the year 3-0. They've dropped 3 of the last 4. They can't run the ball. Little out of sync, and the defense has regressed. Keep this in your back pocket. Chargers 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 games.
Wow. I mean, that was a lot. You just gave every stat known to man for that game.
There was a lot. There was a lot.
Listen, I was totally wrong on this. I thought this would be a get-right game for the Chargers. Here's the thing. Jones deserves a ton of credit. He is terrific. He really is playing at a very high level right now. They have a lot of weapons on that offense. Taylor is like offensive MVP right now. He's been awesome. Warren is phenomenal. Pittman is good. Their defense is underrated. So I take nothing away from Jones. Nothing. But this conversation of, well, he couldn't do this on the Giants. He didn't have this on the Giants. That is a big-time roster around him right now.
Big-time roster. So Ray gave you the points per game. They're up to 33.1, which is first in the NFL. First in yards per play. They've only given up 6 sacks, which is best in the NFL. Second, third down percentage. They've only punted 12 times this season so far. 12 punts. And they get the best point differential in the NFL.
Yeah, and they're rolling. And, look at that division. They're going to win that division.
Well, I mean, this was the game you pointed to, right?
Right. This was a litmus test for me, and they crushed them. They answered the bell in spades yesterday.
Yep.
Other team that can score, the Cowboys. That's their. They beat the Commanders 44-22, so that's their third 40-point game, most in the league. Most through 7 games since 1973. Dak Prescott, 4th straight game with 3 touchdowns and no picks. That's tied for second longest in NFL history. He's 21-2 at home versus the NFC East. That's the best record by a starting quarterback since the merger at home. 18 straight home wins versus the division, ties for the second longest behind Tom Brady's 20. CeeDee Lamb is back. He catches for 110 yards, including the 74-yard touchdown. George Pickens averages more than 20 a catch. Jake Ferguson catches 2 touchdowns. Javonte Williams goes for 100. I can go on and on. Jaden Daniels left in the third quarter with a hamstring on a strip sack. He's already dealing with a left knee injury, so he's getting an MRI today. No Devo with the heel. No Scary Terry with the quad. So per ESPN Analytics, before the big lead in the third quarter, Dallas's defense, again, they're bad. They're terrible. But they've been playing a lot of zone. They were playing 82% of their snaps in zone coverage the first 2 weeks. They switched to man coverage on 54% of the defensive snaps yesterday. Big difference. Again, Washington doesn't have a lot of weapons, but you got to take the victories you can.
No, the Cowboys' defense was definitely better yesterday. And, well, I mean, the McLaurin thing would drive me insane because we discussed it in the preseason and the fact that they couldn't sign him to a deal. And this is exactly what happens. Guys come in, they're not in great shape, and he's been out. The moment of the game that I couldn't believe, and Rick, I don't know how closely you paid attention to it. Ray, I know you did. At the end of the first half, Cowboys had the football with like 30 seconds left. They get sacked. It's a 2nd and 19. There's a timeout called. I assume the timeout is called by Washington. It was called by Dallas. They still thought they had a real chance to get into field goal range. They run a bomb to Pickens. He catches it. They wind up going in for points. I thought that, to me, was one of the game-changing moments. I mean, watching the Giants and the Jets week in and week out, to take a timeout in that situation is so foreign to me. Cowboys, they can score, I'll tell you that. Well, they have a really good offense.
There's 2 things to that. One, the Cowboys believe that they can score at any time, and they're probably right. But more importantly, the Cowboys probably feel that they need to score as much as they can.
I guess.
And
how you
lost
that game
to
to
get
the
the ball
Panthers
in the second
is
half.
Beyond me. But
well, yeah, that's the frustrating part about how their defense is played.
Ray, what do you do with Pickens now, though?
You got to sign him. You have to
sign him.
You
got to keep him, no?
You have to sign him. That should be done like ASAP. Here, troubling news, and we've talked about this.
I'm thinking it won't be, Ray.
We've talked about this. Who's his agent? Same agent as Micah.
Nah. I mean, listen, I mean, as far as, like, look around the league. I mean, him, CD, and Ferguson. I mean, I don't know. That's got to be right there at the top.
I'll tell you what, though. Like, everyone talking about, like, oh, how's he going to fit? Like, he seems like a perfect fit. Locker room, like, everyone loves him. So far,
he's a hell of a
good.
player.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is why this running back, take him in the first round, is ridiculous.
Plus, he's got a good quarterback.
He's playing at a crazy level.
Javonte Williams is playing outstanding.
He's unbelievable.
I think it depends on the running back, though.
I think Taylor has more yards than him. So he's playing well. He's playing really
well. But
well.
I saw the kid from Notre Dame is projected to be a top 5 pick. I just
love him. They had him at 2. They had him at 2 in the last mock that we looked at.
Right. Yeah, 2 overall in Jordan Reed's mock draft, right?
I don't know if it was Reed's or if it was on Mel's big board was 2.
Yeah,
but I mean, there's one thing to be on the big board, but
no, I think in the mock draft he was 2.
I got to look back at that. That's yikes, if you're
Was
in
that
that
Jeremiah
position.
Love, right?
Jeremiah Love, yeah, from Notre Dame. And I mean, again, we just talked about Genti, right? Like, if you're a team with that much need, yeah, I'm not sure if taking a running back is a smart decision. Anyway, Packers beat the Cardinals 27-23. That's the first road win of the season for Green Bay after falling behind 13-3 in the second quarter. That's their first win after trailing by 10-plus into a couple of years ago against the Saints. They had lost the last 11 in that situation. 6 sacks after only getting 4 in the last 3 games, 3 of them for Micah Parsons. That's actually a career high. He never had 3 sacks before. Jordan Love's 6th career game-winning fourth quarter or OT drive and his first of the season. Dave, I know you brought this up earlier.
Oh, yeah, the backup on, what's the guy's name on Green Bay? Havraslack, whatever his name is, 61, no problem.
Lucas Havrasik filling in for Brandon McManus. Listen, you should call the Packers if you need a kicker because they've got 2. So McManus had the injured right quad the last 2 weeks. He hits the 61-yarder. That's a franchise record. Cardinals' 5th loss in a row by a combined 13 points. That's tied for the smallest point differential in a 5-game losing streak in NFL history.
Packers don't look great. I know they won, and they're 4-1-1, and that's impressive. I don't know. Maybe I'm on an island here. It doesn't look great. I don't think they have any great receivers. They have a couple of good guys, nothing great, and they could have easily lost that game yesterday.
Yeah, easily. Here's the thing, though. I mean, if you're Arizona on the other side of this thing, I mean, with Jacoby Brissett, what this offense is doing now compared to what it was doing
I told you this last week, and you laughed at me.
Well, I didn't laugh at. It wasn't that I was laughing at you. I just don't think. I mean, are they incentivized to make a change? But Jacoby Brissett, I think, is averaging almost 300 yards a game as the starter.
I mean, you wouldn't get this from Kyler Murray right now. He's playing at a higher level than Kyler Murray.
He is, and you haven't got it from Kyler Murray this season.
Maybe you can have Kyler Murray for next season.
Why?
What do you mean?
Well, you think that's funny?
No, I wasn't kidding.
No, I want to draft the quarterback. That's what I want. Again.
The problem is who stands out. I mean, yeah, we can keep having this conversation. Sunday Night Football, Niners beat the Falcons 20-10. They keep losing guys, and other guys step up. But I mean, it all starts with this guy, Christian McCaffrey. He looks good. 129 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Looks great. Healthy. He had 72 receiving, 6 game this year with 50-plus rushing and receiving. That's the most in NFL history through 7. His 4th career game with 200 scrimmage yards. That's actually his first as a 49er, which is crazy to me. You would have thought that he had more. George Kittle came back. He did not have a catch, though. So that snaps his 114-game streak, second longest to begin a career by a tight end. Jeremy Shockey with that one. Another kicker you mentioned, Dave, Eddie Pinheiro, 2 for 2 field goal, 2 for 2 extra points.
It's like 57, like 50. Yeah. Don't worry, we got Pinheiro.
10 for 10.
Backup kicker, no problem.
He's 10 for 10 this season on kicks from 40 yards plus. Jake Moody was 10 for 20 last year in those type of kicks.
But Jake Moody can't miss now either.
Yeah, it's crazy. Tatum Bethune, he's flying all over the place for Fred Warner. Falcons only rushed for 62 yards. That's their lowest total of the season. After coming into the night, they averaged 151.2. Bijan Robinson can only get 40 yards, 2.9 yards per carry. He came in averaging 5.8. 5-2 for the 49ers, 3rd season with 5+ wins through the first 7 under Kyle Shanahan.
He's a great coach. He really is. Explain this to me. The biggest play of the game was that 4th down play.
Yep, to Drake London.
They say they're not going to kick the field goal. They're gonna continue to leave their offense on the field.
Yep.
Bijan Robinson not on the field in that moment. Make that make sense to me, please.
Well, listen, I don't know. I mean, they stopped Bijan initially on 3rd down, and they went to Drake London on 4th down, and almost got
so
picked
then you
off.
put Tyler Algier in the game at that point?
Well, I guess he's your short yardage kind of.
Well, that's what Tarico. He's always a big physical back. You know what? I will live and die with Bijan on the field.
Drake London did have that sick one-handed catch.
That was a great
catching
catch.
A bullet from Penix. Penix has a cannon, and he just one-hands it with no problem. Guy's good. We don't talk enough about him.
Listen, it's not crazy. It's not crazy that once Christian McCaffrey started to get healthy, they haven't been able to run the ball well, and now I mean he looked like he's healthy. He runs the ball well, catches the ball well. He's awesome.
Well, they find ways to win.
But it's what their defense is doing right now, man.
Salah's good.
That's unbelievable.
Salah does a fantastic job. And again, they lose Fred Warner for the season, and Bethune just comes in, and he looks like Fred Warner. It's like, yeah, okay.
And you're doing this with a backup quarterback, too.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Monday Night Football, another doubleheader tonight. Bucks at Lions at 7 o'clock on ABC and ESPN. That line's up to 6.5 for Detroit.
I got to tell you guys, you got to bet big on the Lions tonight.
And then the second game, Texans at Seahawks at 10 o'clock on ESPN. Seattle favored by 3.5, and that is is around the league.
Oh.
He choked himself out there for a second.
I thought you had a stroke or something there. Yeah, I'm just giving you a little word of advice. Lions, big tonight. Big.
Let's go, Bucs.
This feels like Ravens.
Let's go, Bucs.
You're not telling anyone to clear out the bank.
I have a feeling. I talked to a guy. Yeah, this is going to be. You can make a lot of money on this game tonight.
Well, I mean, it would make you feel good that it was 5.5 when you took it, and now it's 6.5. So
yeah, that is.
Money's coming in on Detroit.
You know what the weird thing is now? It looks like Ibuka might play in this game.
Yeah, I guess he's pushing for it. They said he's going to come right to the game time to see how he looks, but
right. And Evans
pushing.
Looks like he's going to play too.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, Detroit at home.
I get it.
The amount of points they're able to score. Listen, I almost dabbled with it. I got to be honest.
You were going to take Tampa or you were going to take Detroit?
No, I was going to take Detroit. It just
really?
5.5 felt like a lot of points.
Well, you're already sitting here. What are you? You're 2-0 on the week right now, right?
2-0, Rays 2-0, but we're going head-to-head tonight.
And then RJ is 0-1 and got involved in both games
RJ's
tonight.
got both tonight. He's got Houston and he's got Detroit tonight.
And RJ moves on in Survivor.
And RJ moves on. Yep.
That's right. All right. Let's take a break. Come back and let's do a frenzy. 1-800-919-3776. You want to get to the Giants, the Jets, the Eagles, the Steelers. The floor is yours. 800-919-3776. We go rapid fire, so get to your question, and we move on. DNR with you Monday morning. Miserable day, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. I'm sure more great traffic updates. Here she is. It's Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Hey, I'd like to cheer you up after the painful losses yesterday, but it's not going to be easy if you're on the roads. Taconic southbound, tough ride into Peekskill Hollow Road and Putnam Valley. Accident with injuries. Right lane is blocked. You're seeing delays on the Clearview South and Northern Boulevard with an accident. Watch for delays this morning over on 280 West up by exit 13 into Newark. An accident involving a tractor trailer. Alternate side parking rules suspended. Metered rules in effect. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN New York.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is the Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. Jay Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud, using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
Harry Douglas here. Look, being a man doesn't mean skipping self-care. Manscaped makes it easy to feel confident, clean, and ready for anything. Whether you're at work, hitting the gym, traveling for business, or heading for a night out. The Lawnmower Trimmer gives you precision, the Beard Hedger keeps your look tight, and their grooming essentials smell incredible. Manscaped's tools are built to perform, helping you stay sharp, smooth, and feeling your best every single day. Because real confidence starts with a clean cut and the right gear. Get all the Manscaped products you need right now at your local Target.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
It's time for a frenzy. A football frenzy.
You could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
A football frenzy. Any team, any player, any question.
All right, maybe this will get us out of the doldrums a little bit. Are you ready to do a frenzy?
Yeah, I'm ready to do a frenzy. I don't think I'm in the doldrums that you're in right now, but let's try to get
why
you
would
out
you
of it.
be? You're just beaten down. Like the man is beating you down.
No, I actually wish I was, but I'm not.
I know, we're having this conversation about would you rather be me or you guys today. I mean, at least you guys are just dead. You don't feel this pain.
No, I don't agree with that. I would rather feel the pain than just be dead.
Last year was much easier than this.
Well, no, but that's why I watch. Why else would you watch? Like, you want to get excitement. You want to be watching meaningful football games. I mean, John's losing his son.
I know. It's like Chang-a-ling.
He's got tickets to the Browns game. He doesn't even know if he's going now.
You got to go.
Okay.
You got to go. Let's go around on the frenzy. Edgar in Bloomingdale. Edgar, you're on the frenzy.
Does Dallas have a shot to win that division now?
Yes. Dallas is what? They're 3-1. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess. I just don't know if their defense is going to be good enough.
Well, no, but he didn't say will they. Do they have a shot? And I'll tell you why I think they have a shot. I just don't think Philly's that great.
I know we keep saying that.
No, but this is not last year. They were good. They're not the same team this season.
Yeah, last year they were great.
They can't run the football.
Team. I know, but it's also like how much of this is just like that you won a championship last year. They lost their offensive coordinator.
I don't think that offensive line is nearly as good this season.
They just went into Minnesota and won.
I get it.
So, I mean, do they have a chance? Yeah, I guess they have a chance. I guess Dallas still has a chance because their offense is awesome.
It is.
And Dak is playing at an MVP level right now.
He is. Corey Greenwich. Corey, you're on the frenzy.
When it comes down to the end, the Chiefs or the field in the AFC for the Super Bowl?
Are we betting money?
You're betting
If
cows.
we're betting money, DJ and Dave would say you got to take the field. But as far as I'm concerned right now, they're the best team in the AFC.
Yes, but do you anticipate them having home field? They probably won't have home field.
Well,
which means they're probably
going
to have to play that extra game.
Yeah, but we were worried about them last year with that. Oh, they can't win on the road.
No, they can win on the road. I'm just saying, like, there's going to be a team that has to win 2 games, and they're going to have to go on the road to do some of it. I would still say the field. But I think you could argue that's the best team in the AFC right now.
Yeah, I don't think that the Chargers are better than them. I don't think that Denver's better than them. I would be interested to see what they look like against the Colts with how good that offense has been.
Can you imagine if this year Daniel Jones wins the Super Bowl?
Oh. I think you got asked that question last night on your other vehicle.
I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. But, I mean, he's playing phenomenal.
Well, you also didn't think they were going to go into L.A. and
I
win
did
either.
not. I listen, mea culpa. I am wrong. Matt Poughkeepsie. Matt, you're on the frenzy.
Who would you guys rather have as a quarterback moving forward, Jackson Dart or Drake May?
That's a good question.
Ooh.
good question.
I'd probably say Drake May right now.
I think there's no wrong answer. I would say Dart just because he's mine right now, but you could go with Drake May.
Yeah.
And also, Dart's doing this with no receivers. Nothing.
You know what's great is Drake May's in my division, which is awesome.
Right, so you got to deal with him for the next 13 years.
Him and Josh Allen.
Subi Midtown. Subi, Frenzy, go.
Is Matt Nagy a good coaching candidate for the Titans and the Jets? Because the Jets need a quarterback coach.
Do you want Matt Nagy?
Do I want Matt Nagy? No.
Oh. You're talking about an uninspiring hire. Oh.
I'll tell you right now, though, if for whatever reason this thing continues to, if we do make a change, and now is the time we go with Mike McCarthy, I'll snap. Snap.
Well, what if they go to McCarthy now?
Now.
Why would you snap?
When they had the chance to go back to McCarthy back when they should have went to him in the first place, and they went with Adam Gase, I will snap. Snap.
I would think you'd be happy if they went with McCarthy.
Carpe omnia. Sees everything.
Everything.
So dumb.
Jared in Morganville. Jared, you're on the Frenzy.
Currently the betting favorite. Does Jackson Dart hold on and win Rookie of the Year?
I don't see why not. If he keeps playing, unless he gets hurt, he keeps playing the way, knock on wood, he keeps playing the way he's playing.
I mean, Ibuka's playing at a very high level.
Yeah, but Ibuka's also banged up a little bit. I mean,
right. And quarterback's going to get the nod, right?
Like, as bad as that interception was, not a great play, right? He had traffic around his feet, didn't really throw it the way he wanted to throw it. Makes a mistake. He still went right back down the field and scored a touchdown to give you the lead. Against maybe the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't even think it's much of a question. Certainly a top 5 defense. Right down the field, game-winning touchdown. And then the Giants are not built to do that. No, they got no Malik Neighbors. They got no Darius Slayton. I mean, right. They're kind of built for small ball right now, right?
Yeah,
some underneath
they're
throws.
Thin right now.
Yeah, no, it's not good at all. Serge Vival, worst loss of the season. Giants losing to Denver or Arizona losing to the Titans?
Arizona.
That was unbelievable.
That was the worst loss I've ever seen.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
The coach physically assaulted the running back and got fined by his own team $100,000.
They scored. The other team scored a touchdown off of a turnover they committed.
Yeah, that they kicked back into the end zone.
Not a real Giants fan says, why are you sobbing this morning? You're looking at a real small picture. The big picture is the sky's the limit. Yeah, you're right. But in the heat of the moment, I am despondent over what the Giants did yesterday. I'm ecstatic about what Jackson Dart looks like, and I'm horrified about that loss yesterday. Is that not fair?
Right, I think it's fair. I mean, I just don't think that a lot of fans, take the, let me take a 30,000-foot view of this.
Let me take a macro view of this whole thing.
Right, there was real hope if you win that game. That, I mean, you could surprise everyone and actually be in the playoff conversation here.
And the game was over. That's the thing. It was done.
It was over.
Paul Manahawkin. Paul, you're on the Frenzy.
Are the Miami Dolphins the worst sports franchise in the 4 major sports currently?
No.
The Jets, the Sabres.
The Sabres keep winning now, though.
Yeah, but as far as longest playoff droughts, they're with us.
But how could you say that and I'm not trying to be a jerk to you, I'm really not. How could you say that the Dolphins are worse than the Jets?
I didn't.
No, but I'm saying him. Like, you have to even ask that. The Dolphins were in the playoffs, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah, no, we're worse.
Mike Newberg. Mike, you're on the Frenzy.
Dave, if you had the power, would you fire anybody after last night's debacle?
I would fire Shane Bowen.
And the kicker.
Well, the kicker's gone. You'll never have to deal with him again. I would fire Shane Bowen. You can't. That's the second time it's happened. Players are now despondent and calling out that kind of a defensive scheme. I mean, I don't know how you could bring him back and let him, run this defense again this coming week. I don't think they will, but that's what I would do.
I just don't understand it either. Like, I mean, you're all banged up on the back end too, right? Like, Adebo leaves the game. The second he leaves the game, they end up picking on Deontay Banks.
Wouldn't you?
Of course you would. Drew Phillips doesn't have great ball skills anyway. I don't even know if he had his head turned around on the mid
No,
sketch.
It wasn't. He was facing the wrong direction. It's bad.
Isn't that the whole point of that defense?
Oh, God. All right, let's blow it dead, Raymond.
Blow it, Raymond.
And that's another successful Frenzy. I'm going to move right past that. 800-919-3776. We haven't really taken many Jets calls. Let's do that next. And then starting at 9 o'clock, we'll dive back into the Giants. It's DNR with you the day after disaster right here on ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets, from yards to touchdowns to who will win. With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/K to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with the gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Knicks fans, opening night is a bounce pass away. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Special guests include Monica McNutt, Pat O'Keefe, and more. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Be there.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I know this is Teddy Swims.
Not a boy.
That's his given name, Swims?
Swims, yeah.
Swims is a given name?
No, I don't think that Teddy Swims is his real name. I don't know. Maybe.
Get him on the show.
You want Teddy Swims on the show?
Why not?
I think Teddy might be busy.
Well, you know what? Maybe he has a few minutes for us. Can you let us know if his real name is Swims? Maybe get into the NFL a little bit with Teddy?
You think go around the league with Teddy?
Well, yeah, why not? Who says no?
Listen.
Jayton Colin Dimsdale.
Dimsdale?
Definitely not Swims.
How about that? Your Jets yesterday. That was another horrendous performance. One I'm guessing you're not all that surprised with.
No, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. I think deep down inside on Friday when I gave you some of those like those little nuggets about Carolina on the road, that maybe there was a chance we get our first win. But then I watched our offense and quickly realized that it stinks and that Justin Fields isn't very good. He can't throw the football. They don't trust him to throw the football. Our coaching staff doesn't know what they're doing.
They don't. That's the thing to me would be the most concerning, is that you don't have the talent offensively, and it feels like the coaching staff is lost, to be honest with you.
Right, but this is what they signed up for. They knew going in, right, that Justin Fields had limitations. But it was going to be, we're going to pound the hell out of the football, right? We drafted a new right tackle, offensive line should be better, and we're going to run it down your throat.
Well, how's that working?
Well, it's not. Currently, it's not working. We scored 6 points against the Carolina Panthers, who, oh, by the way, hadn't won on the road.
Again.
Here's
Breece Hall. How do you deal with all this losing with this team?
It's hard. You know, we've been in this for going in 4 years now, being, in this organization, and, you feel it from the fans, you feel it around the building, you feel it, everywhere, you feel it as soon as you leave the locker room. But at the end of the day, we all have something to play for, whether it's family, whether it's a self-motivated thing. I feel like if you're not motivated to come to work every day and get better and, play for your teammates, your coaches, play for your family, or even other reasons other than that, then you shouldn't be in this league.
Play for your family?
Yeah, play for your family name.
Yeah.
All
right.
I mean, if I'm pretty solid,
but he's right. He's not played any meaningful football games.
No, he wants out.
Here.
You got to get. He needs to get traded. He wants out.
Yeah. Well, trade deadline is what, 2 weeks from tomorrow?
Yeah. Do him a solid. He doesn't need to be a part of this.
Well, you're not going to re-sign him, right?
No, probably not.
So trade him.
Yeah. I mean, you had Justin Fields was 6 of 12 for 46 yards. His QBR was 11.5.
Oh God.
And he was replaced by Tyrod Taylor, who was 10 of 22. 2 picks, and his QBR was 13. So, excellent production.
Like this idea,
position.
You're clamoring for Tyrod Taylor. You put Tyrod Taylor in. He was, I don't know that he was better than Justin Fields at all.
But he can throw it.
He can throw it, but he just chose not to yesterday, I guess.
It's just not well. Right? He had a couple opportunities, ends up underthrowing the football. But, I mean, it's not good. And, again, I asked you the question, I've asked you this like 100 different times. Like, how did you think it was going to be much better than this, though? Right? Like, you saw what Justin Fields looked like last year. You know what Justin Fields is. And you put him in a spot where it was Garrett Wilson and no one else. Why would you think it would work?
Well, it's not. And it's been worse than you could have possibly.
No, it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
You didn't expect it to be this. This
right.
is brutal.
Defense over the last 2 weeks has been good. Better.
No, good, actually, I think you could say.
Okay. Yeah. Offense is just continues to get worse.
They're regressing, Rick.
Right,
they're regressing.
Right. And what pisses me off the most is the mixed messaging. It's like, just because you don't know what you're doing, you lash out at the media, and you have all these answers, and it's the media's fault. Why would you ask me that question? Of course I didn't think about it. It was only one bad game. You don't just bench a player for one bad game.
Right. So now he gave you another bad half, and now he's on the pine.
Right. It's like, because you mentioned it, that's a good point. Now, if I don't, he was bad, but if I don't replace him, I'm going to get asked about it. So, I'm going to go with Tyrod Taylor.
It feels very reactionary. And there's nothing worse than thinking you don't have a coach.
Well, I mean, when you couple that with not having a quarterback, yeah, or like you don't think you have a coach, but he signed a 5-year deal, so there's some real hesitation to think that they're going to fire him. And
well,
he's
if you're hanging on to this guy because you owe him a lot of money, then you have no chance anyway.
No, listen, I recognize that. I don't think we have a chance. I think they'll probably make the wrong decision because that's what we do. We always make the wrong decision.
Right.
Right? Like,
so what do you, like what even keeps you motivated here at all? Just the hopes of that you'll finally hit on the quarterback at some point?
Here's the thing, though. Like, to a man, like if me and you took Aaron Glenn out and we got him all banged up and he couldn't do anything but tell the truth, do you think that when he made the decision to treat Aaron Rodgers the way he treated him was because he wanted to do that or because Woody hates Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know.
And there was no chance Aaron was coming back.
I don't know. I think. Well, you didn't need to treat him the way he treated him. Like, you think that's to curry favor with Woody Johnson?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he talks about respect and everything else, right? Like, if you're a person that preaches respect, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron didn't do anything to him. He wasn't here in the building for the last 2 years.
No, I didn't like the way he treated him.
Right,
and I was not a Rodgers guy, but you don't have him fly halfway or all the way across the country just to tell him goodbye.
Right, but if that's who you are as a person, if Dave Rothenberg was all about, earning respect and treating people with respect, Aaron Rodgers has earned enough respect, no? over the
think
course
so.
of his career that you don't have him fly away from the West Coast?
I couldn't agree with you more.
And then
to treat him like that, to treat anybody like that.
Right.
Forget about Aaron Rodgers. Why am I treating anybody like that?
Right, but I mean, in then mid-conversation, you walk out and then walk back in and be like, okay, we're good. How do you want us to spin this with the media? Like, I just don't know. It doesn't jive with who he's supposed to be. Right? That's not what he talks about. As we try to change the culture here in the building. So,
Yeah,
again,
if you're doing that to curry favor with your coach.
Well, I don't know. Because, I mean, again, I'm going back to, like, the decisions that are made, expecting that this was somehow going to work out, and then the decisions that are being made now that really don't seem to make much sense.
I just don't know how you can go winless or win a game and bring this back. This is awful.
And then you bleed out the clock again in the first half.
Right. As if you didn't learn from what you did last week.
So, I mean, I don't know where the win's at. I know it's hard to go winless.
They're very hard.
Right. But now, I mean, are you going to be able to score enough points to keep up with Cincinnati and Joe Flacco?
No, their offense is, it's as pedestrian as pedestrian gets.
I mean, look at Carolina's defense isn't very good. You made them look great. Are you going to?
Right.
I mean, Cincinnati defense not very good. Offense really good right now with Joe Flacco. Cleveland, how's their defense? Pretty good.
No, their defense is actually good.
Right. How are you going to score points against them?
I don't know.
So,
well, I mean, but does it even matter? You don't score points against the mediocre defenses in this league.
No, right. But again, I mean, these are the games you pointed to that could be wins.
Well, I thought they could be. I don't think it's
watch them play.
crazy for me to think that you could have beaten Carolina at home. They don't really win on the road.
Right. So now, I mean, and let's really look at this now because it's so hard to go. It's so hard to go winless. You just told me that you don't think you're going to win at Cincinnati.
I don't think so.
You got Cleveland at home. I don't know how you're scoring points. At the Patriots, you're not going to win that game.
No.
At the Ravens, you're not with Lamar Jackson back. You're not going to win that game.
No.
You got the Falcons coming to your building. You're not going to win that game.
No.
Maybe the Dolphins.
Maybe.
Then you're at Jacksonville. You're not going to win that game.
No.
At the Saints.
I mean, you could.
Maybe. You got the Patriots, and then you're at the Bills. You're looking at 1 or 2 wins.
Probably so, yeah.
Right. And
Probably
drafting
so.
in with the first overall pick, most likely.
Right. And then you just hope one of these guys separates himself.
No, what you do is that, yeah, quarterback-wise, you hope someone separates themselves. I would think, with how dysfunctional this thing is, that the only real way that you would get the coach that was going to be the one to turn this around was if you did have the first overall pick.
I think that's probably true.
And there was a
gave
quarterback
them
that guy
complete
loved.
autonomy. This is yours. You run it.
Right. But do you really think that's going to happen?
No.
No, I don't think so either.
No. I don't know how, if you're a Jets fan, you would have any confidence in this team right now.
No, you can't. But now it's not even like forget confidence. It's like you don't even watch. You hate them.
Right.
Like you don't want to watch them play.
No. It's a chore.
That's it.
Watching the Jets is a chore as a fan of this team. It's terrible. All right, let's break. We'll come back. We'll get back into the Giants, get to your calls on the Jets, the Giants, 800-919-3776. We'll make the 9 o'clock hour as spicy as humanly possible. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
Palmieri to the net. Score! The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat.
Barzell for Horvat, score!
Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments, or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York. They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Giants gave you one of the most embarrassing, worst losses you could ever imagine. Ever. There must be a doctor out there that will give me an IV that will put me in a coma.
Yeah, but you were so back. According to
a sedated coma. Why is it that every other team, Parker Romo, he can make every kick. Joel Pinheiro, he can make whatever his name is. Freddie Pinheiro, whatever Pinheiro's name is. I don't know his name. Maybe I eat the microphone. I'm furious.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
How do you even say his name, by the way?
McAtamney.
No, I don't think that's right.
But tell Jordan how you pronounce it.
McTamaney.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, boy, what a day. What a time. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Miserable. If you're a Giants fan, you are miserable. At least you have hope. At least you do have some reason for optimism, right? That's the truth. But losing that game, Rick, you led the game 19-0, 26-8, and 32-30 with 37 seconds. By the way, I got into a heated discussion on text with Gary Myers.
Okay.
Gary Myers, and I told him when he texted me that, I said, I'll tell you what he said. What he said, I said back and forth. Have you guys talked about the Giants scoring too early at the end of the game? I said, Gary, that is an awful take. You cannot believe that. And he said, the way these games are going with the last second kicks, I would not have scored on first down. They still would have had 3 shots from the 1 yard line. I said, I couldn't disagree with you more. I think that is an awful, awful take. And Gary's a smart football guy.
Right. Well, listen, I mean, in a perfect world, right? I mean, I understand what he's saying. But that's guaranteeing that they actually
Well, yeah,
score.
if you told me you get in with 8 seconds left, I would prefer that, sure.
Oh, of course. But you're going up against one of the best defenses in the league. Like there's a world that we live in that you try to do that and you don't end up scoring.
Could you imagine what happens if you run it on first down, you get stopped, Now there's 28 seconds. Now, second down, all of a sudden, you have a false start, and now you're back at the 6-yard line, and all because you wanted to be so cute with that. I think that's an awful way of looking at it. Your defense has to be able to not allow them to go 50 yards in 37
That's
seconds.
right. And for 3 quarters, your defense was really good.
Elite.
And then in the fourth quarter, it all fell apart.
They got gassed.
I mean, you threw a bad pick, and before you know it, I mean, you lose a game. That in the grand scheme of things, isn't a huge deal.
Correct.
Outside of the coaching part of it. Because in like I just said perfect world, I'm going to say perfect world again, but like in an ideal situation, Brian Daboll proves to you that he is a good coach, and you get to bring him back because you don't want to you don't want to mess with what they're building. You'd like to have some continuity. Because you don't want it, he can't coach. We bring in a new coach, and I think Jackson Dart's going to be fine, but it's still learning a completely new offense. Like, you want to continue to grow and build with the offense, as opposed to now, hey, guess what, kid? Second year, brand new offense. Now the whole team's going to learn a brand new offense.
Yeah, you know what? Other guys have been able to get past that, though.
No, I'm not even saying, but I'm not saying get past it. I'm sure he'll get past it, but I'm just saying, like, in an ideal situation.
In an ideal world, you'd like to bring back
Brian Daboll proves that he can coach. They've identified the quarterback, and now you continue to build on what you've already done in year one.
Well, you tell me. Do you look at Brian Daboll and think that this is a well-coached team right now?
No, and I told you this after the Philly game. Because, I mean, the conversation was now, how can you move on from Brian Daboll? And I said to you, don't let Jackson Dart mask how you feel about Brian Daboll.
But it's hard not to.
No, I know it's hard not to, but that's, again, why we have this season to figure it out. And then you're going to have to make the right decision one way or another.
Well, what I've seen 7 games in is the coaching staff has lost at least 2 games for this team.
Right, and it feels like that we're at a point now on the defensive side of the ball that Bowen may be losing his best defensive players.
Right. You heard the way they reacted to him after the game.
Well, dude, think if you're Brian Burns. How good you've played. How hard you play. You can barely walk. It was to the point where he couldn't even get back when Bo Nix spiked the ball.
And that didn't even drive me crazy.
Well, he couldn't move. Like, he tried. It wasn't because he didn't try to get back. Or he was was dogging it. Like, the guy's ankle's mangled. He's in a walking boot now. And he's out there busting his ass to try to win. And you give a call that already hasn't worked against Dallas and, again, doesn't work against Denver. 2
and you
plays,
do the same thing again.
Right, 2 plays. 39-yard field goal. Thanks for coming.
It's absolutely awful. Speaking of guys that are losing faith in what's going on right now, take a listen to Dexter Lawrence after this football game.
Would you like to bring pressure? You good with rushing 3 or 4, whatever the call is in that regard? Where do you stand on that?
Leave that to the coaches.
He wants to bring pressure. But he wants to bring pressure. That's what they do well. I mean, that's the strength of their defense.
He and Abdul Carter, that first down play from the 23-yard line, were not on the field.
Right, which, again, I mean, I don't know how you explain that. I mean, it's in coach's decision. You heard what he said. I think we've heard enough of, even last week, that they've been in Shane Bowen's ear, but they want to bring more pressure because that's what they feel like they do well. Their back end's not very good.
No, especially with Noah Debo. When Deonte Banks has to be a key contributor to the back end of that defense, it's a real problem.
Right. And so, I mean, does that give us the best chance? Like, in theory, that's like a CYA thing to do. Right? Like, just drop 8. Like, don't give him a chance to make a big play. Well, I mean, you've done it. You're not good at it. Dallas took advantage of it in the middle of the field.
Right. If you would have given Rick there at the 23, give them 10 yards and keep them in bounds. There was 33 seconds. You give them 10 yards, they get to the 33, because actually the Giants did a really good job covering that kickoff. So if they get to the 33 with the running clock, they get the next play off at what? 15 seconds? 12 seconds? They're not going to be able to get into field goal range.
No, probably not.
You let them get to the other side of the 50 again.
Right, but you also had a 3rd and 5 where instead of running the ball, you threw it, and you threw a pick as opposed to making them take their 3rd time out.
Right. I mean, so you tell me. Did the coaches let them down yesterday?
Yeah, I think the coaches let them down.
So that's the second time. Should this team not be sitting here at 4-3 right now?
They should be sitting here at probably 5-2.
That makes matters even worse. But okay, at least 4-3 right now, right?
Well, yeah, but if you want to blame the coaches for 2, you got to blame the players for the other one. They should have won in New Orleans.
The New Orleans game, I don't blame the coaches for.
No, but I'm saying if you're going to blame the coaches for 2, and give those 2 wins to them and say they could be 4-3, you got to blame the players for the one. They should have beat New Orleans.
Right. I mean, you could be sitting here at 5-2.
Yeah.
And then we wouldn't be kind of throwing playoffs out there. We'd be talking about, can they win the division?
Yeah, and now you have a real chance to win the division.
Yeah, but again, it goes back to when they do things well, they find ways to not do other things well. Like the kicker makes no sense. Will never make sense. This guy lost his job at Rutgers, is not a competent kicker, should not be in the NFL, and for some reason, listen, the Gano thing is misfortune. Do I think they mishandle it? Probably. But how is this the guy that you went with as your other kicker? You could tell. They have no confidence in this kid.
Right, but see, that's the point that I would make. Forget the missed extra points. Like, I mean, the reason why Gary Myers sent you that text is have you seen, like, it's recognizing where we're at in the NFL right now, that guys can kick 61-yard field goals. I mean, frickin' Aubrey, that ball didn't move. It was dead down the pipe, 61, probably good for 70. Right, Green Bay, 61-yard field goal. You're not taking advantage of the same thing that the rest of the NFL is taking advantage of.
Right, and it's not like you say, well, you have to draft one in the second round because, I mean, you could pick one up.
Well, but that's my point, though. It's like, why wouldn't I take advantage? Like, I'm just going to have a kicker that, like, his longest kick we've had him make the sea is 31 yards?
Well, the Giants were in position. They were at, like, the 40. And I don't even think it was a thought, and nor should it be, to try 57-yarder, which, especially in that stadium, is imminently makeable.
Right. So, like, why not take advantage of that ability or try to find that? There's got to be better out here.
And there are, and you know there are, because it goes back to the dysfunction within the organization.
So I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, that speaks to Joe Shane. I mean, Deonte Banks being the guy that you have to throw out there, that speaks to Joe Shane. That draft.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Evan Neal, Deonte Banks.
And this is why I asked you the question. And we got time to figure it out. Is like I think that a really good quarterback, like, and Jackson Dart's playing at a really high level right now. Like, he makes mistakes, that's fine. He's a rookie quarterback, but he clearly has energized the franchise, and they're all playing better. Like, it does have the ability to mask some ineptitudes.
Clearly.
And do you want your second-year quarterback now with a coaching staff that's just not that good, and a GM that maybe not that good?
I would say no. But I'm going to reserve judgment until I get to the end of the season.
Okay, but right now, I mean, we got 2 games. You've already pointed to 2.
Right.
So, like, I don't know how much better it gets.
No, I don't think it'll get better. I think that I'm leaning in the direction of let's make a change, but let's see what happens the final 10 games. Let's see the maturation process, and let's see if Dable gets better. So far, I mean, you heard Renan say it earlier. They're 11-30 in Dable's last 41 games coaching this team. That's unacceptable.
Right, and the only thing that's changed is the quarterback, which is why your feelings on Dable changed after the Philadelphia Eagles game.
Yes.
Because you were basking in the beatdown that you gave the Eagles.
That's right. But that's the only but it's all stems from the quarterback.
Right. When you have a quarterback, if you have a good quarterback, it's going to make you look like a better coach. I'm more concerned to coaching the entirety of the franchise, which I don't think
I think he's just not good with that. And you know what also, and this is a big thing, John Mara is a really classy man. And John Mara prides himself on handling things the right way. That tent thing it's a black eye on the organization. It's a really bad thing.
Well, but the problem is too. I mean, I agree with that. It also reeked of desperation, and it also reeked of you're in charge of the team. If you're that nervous about putting Russell Wilson in, who you paid $10 million to, and named the starter for the first 3 weeks, that you want to risk embarrassing your owner by jumping into the blue tent.
I don't even think he thought of it like that.
You
but
can
you're right.
But you have the ability, you have the power to make Russell Wilson the third-string quarterback, not the backup. So if, God forbid, something happens to Jackson Dart, and he's banged up every game, he hurt his ankle yesterday, is that I have someone I can at least trust for 2 plays.
I don't know why they do this with Russell Wilson.
But that's you. I mean, that's your decision to make.
Right.
I mean, when you hear Shane Bowen, or once you take the lead, I mean, it's very easy. You walk over to Shane Bowen. You're his boss. Listen, Shane, we're putting pressure here. We're not dropping 8.
Right. I want to get aggressive
that power.
Here. We're sending 5. We'll let them go underneath, give them 10 yards, and then we're going to tackle them.
Right. I don't trust that Bo Nix can. If you put pressure on Bo Nix, I don't trust he can make this throw.
That's
Let's
exactly
put pressure
right.
on it.
And by the way, Shane, we danced this dance. We had the same situation, and we allowed them to get into field goal range and make a field goal. We cannot let that happen now.
See, but this is the problem that I find, is that, and some guys can do it, some guys can't. Some guys create a coaching staff where it's possible, some guys don't, is that when you're so hyper-focused on one side of things, that you do have the tendency to lose the feel of what's actually going on.
Oh, it feels like he's so focused on Jackson Dart. Even Renato is joking about it. If you start, rubbing Jackson Dart or stop doing that, maybe pay attention to the rest of the team a little bit more.
Right. That's ultimately that's what your job is. I know it feels like in the moment for him, like the way to save his job is to make sure Jackson Dart is really good.
But you are the CEO of this team.
And it feels like he forgets that sometimes.
Yeah, act like it. Let's go to some of the calls, and then we'll get to the stuff you missed. Irvin and Patterson. Irvin, you're on ESPN New York.
Oh, what's up, guys? Dave, this is the same song and dance every single time. How many times is this going to happen to the Giants where they need a stop and they can't get a stop to save their life? How many times is this team going to lose on a game-ending field goal? It happens over and over. I feel like this only happens to the Giants. This is so frustrating. You could point out to many things of why we lost that game, but it's the same song and dance. How are you aggressive the first half, bringing pressure, and then when it's time to get a stop, you're sending 8 in coverage. And you're not playing aggressive.
Irvin, it's embarrassing. You're right. You're 100% right. You were so aggressive all game long, and thanks to the call, and you gave Bo Nix fits, and you tackled well. I think what happened, and I'm not making excuses, I'm really not, because they should have never lost that game. I think that defense had nothing left. Nothing. Denver could do whatever they wanted. The defense didn't just fall apart because they fell apart. They fell apart, Rick. Well, you tell me what you think. In my estimation, they fell apart because they were absolutely gassed at the end of that game.
Yeah, I think that was part of it. Yeah, I think there was a level of, let's make sure we don't go lose this game as opposed to going on and try to win the game. You get a little complacent, you get a little conservative.
But you know what the weird thing is? And this is what doesn't even add up. You went to win the game with Jackson Dart. You had the 3rd and 5, and rather than be conservative, you got aggressive, you threw the football, and he got picked off. So you got aggressive there, but then when you could have gotten aggressive later, you decided, no, let's play this prevent crap defense and allow them to hit a big play instead of, like you were with Jackson Dart earlier, being very aggressive.
Right. Listen, I think at a certain point you got to have an identity as a team on both sides of the ball. Right? I think clearly on the 3rd and 5, as much as you, in your mind, we're still up 10 points. It's a 2-possession game. Let's run it. No need to be a hero. Let's take the decision out of the kid's hands. I know I trust him. He's been great. But, there is still a chance against this really good defense. He does make a mistake. Run it. They take their last time out. And even if they march all the way down the field, it's probably going to end up in an onside kick. We'll recover that. And then, Dart and the offense can close it out. They wanted to be aggressive, which is we want to trust our young quarterback, ends up biting in the ass. The defensive side of the ball is the part that doesn't really make much sense to me, especially in that moment. You see it didn't work against Dallas. Now you're in a game where you got no Adebo and you got no Holland. Deontay Banks stinks.
He's not good.
Drew Phillips' ball skills aren't awesome. It's already bit you in the ass one time. Why are we going back to it? If you wanted to get in front of a microphone and just tell me that we were so gassed, this was our best option, or it was hey, this is what teams do in this spot. Well, it's just that just because some teams do it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. You're supposed to do what's in the best interest of your team.
To what your personnel is, and your personnel was the back end was just, and they weren't healthy and they weren't good.
Right, but I also want. I always look at coaching this way. The best way for me to get the results that I'm looking for is to make the players that are actually out there doing it, executing it, feel like they have some ownership in what we're doing. So if I got you last week telling me we want to be more aggressive, we've been aggressive, it's worked, and now all of a sudden I'm going to take my foot off the gas and not be aggressive when my players are begging me to be aggressive, you know what? Put it on your players. You guys want to be aggressive?
Right. We'll be ultra aggressive, and if we're not, that it doesn't work, then you know who it's on? It's on you guys.
I'm calling aggressive.
That's right, because that's what you want. So go make me look smart. And if they fail, at least they failed the way they want to fail. Not this ultra, passive way of dropping 8 and sending 3. It's pathetic.
Right. And now you got to deal with the ramifications of your players being pissed, feeling like you cost them the game.
And rightfully so. This is a nice email. Seb Kobus says, as an East Coast Broncos fan, all I could think about during the game yesterday is how crazy you were going to be today and kill my Broncos. I wouldn't kill I don't care about the Broncos. I wouldn't kill the Broncos. Future is bright for your G-men. Keep your head up this week. beat the Eagles next week. You guys are the absolute best. Thanks so much, Seb. But why would I kill the Broncos? They're irrelevant to me.
No, I don't think you have to kill. I don't think you would kill the Broncos. I think that we would talk about the Broncos, and I think we would. You would bask in the win.
I would have basked. It would have been like I was on the beach in the Caribbean today. I would have basked in that,
and you would have deserved every second of it.
And I was this close from getting that.
You were this close. You were 37 seconds away from it.
37 seconds.
But again, like me being the guy that wants to focus on the positives here because you've been so negative, you're eating microphones and everything else, is that I will say for a young kid to make that kind of mistake in that moment, and you saw him after the game, how upset he was, and he took full ownership of, in front of the microphone afterwards, which is what he should do, is he still found a way. Now, there was some luck involved, right? A couple throws should have been intercepted, but they weren't, is marched all the way down the field.
That is darn impressive, by the way.
And scored a touchdown.
Really impressive.
Against a really good defense.
And that fourth down throw was a good throw.
It was a good throw. I mean, absolutely a good throw. A couple of them weren't great throws. You kind of just heaving the ball down the field. Missed Hyatt, but still.
I was getting frustrated that they weren't trying to get 8, 10, 12 yards. Instead, it's like going up top every time, but it worked.
But that's the thing, though. I mean, and that's what, kind of Alex Smith was talking about. It's like, hey, could you dial something up for the kid as opposed to just let him go out there and play like he's in recess?
It's not backyard football. So imagine this. You say, you want to continue to potentially go with this guy because it's working and he's having success. Imagine if you brought in someone who was a competent coach and a really good coach, what you could make Jackson Dart look like next season.
It's almost like, and I don't know if this is true. It probably isn't. But it's almost like he's going so out of his way to make Jackson Dart love him that in the chance that Jackson Dart is asked at the end of the season, what do you think about Brian Daboll? He's like, no, you can't get rid of Brian Daboll.
Right, that's my guy.
It's my guy. I need him.
Well, but here's the thing. Jackson Dart is going to be a Giant. You cannot let him dictate. He can have some input. He could say, I love him. Please don't get rid of him. At the end of the day, John Mara has to make this decision based on what's best for the team.
Of course. But, again, I don't know in his mind what he thinks is best for the team because he is he is the same guy that brought Joe Shane and Brian Daboll back after one of the worst seasons in the history of the franchise.
Right. Correct.
So, and he also said that we ruined Daniel Jones. So can you talk him out of that? Can you be like, no, listen, I know that you think we ruined Daniel Jones.
Yeah, there's better out there.
Jackson Dart is different. He's not going to be ruined, and there's someone that's going to be better than Brian Daboll for Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I think that's certainly a conversation at the end of the season. RJ?
Hi, Dave.
RJ!
Hi, Dave.
I called you 2 times now.
That's pretty much always how it goes.
He's scared.
Right, but usually you respond.
You frightened me today.
Why?
You ate a microphone.
You put the whole microphone in your mouth.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll do it again.
Do it again.
Don't threaten me. Don't tempt me.
See how much of that microphone
Maybe
you get in your mouth.
I'm not going to do it because you tell me to do it. I'm going to do it because I want to do it.
Yeah, it was natural. You saw that microphone.
That's
right.
It
looks the way it looks, and your first thought was, let me put this in my mouth.
I could shove this right down my throat. That's right.
Oh, no. Yeah. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable with anything today. Anything.
Once you get the head of that thing in, it's smooth sailing.
And I get talked to. No, really. This is on me. I'm having natural, normal human reactions to an awful loss. Maybe you turn into Bob Guccione here, and I'll get the talking to.
He said something else that was funny too. I forget what it was.
I'm glad that my misery is so fun and entertaining for you guys.
Coma. There's several things.
Nobody
started
play
crying.
Guys are going to be talking about. Shut up, all of you. Shut up.
Things are going well here.
How much time? I was so angry at you guys.
You were BTA and all over the place, though.
I gave one BTA because Raymond had his stupid take of, he's touched by the hand of God. We're getting that fortune. It was a great throw.
I didn't even say fortune. I just said touched by the hand of God. It was a Gettleman reference.
And I tried every ounce of my being. I tried to not fall for your little traps, your mouse traps. And with that one, I couldn't take it anymore.
You removed yourself from the chat.
That's right, and I'll do it again.
Yeah, when his voice gets like that is my favorite, though. That's
what?
My favorite right there. That
when
whatever
he breaks
tone,
the mic.
Yeah, whatever tone you just had.
RJ, you want to do stuff you missed?
No, sure.
Because if you don't want to, that's fine too.
No, I'm here.
Now,
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Score! Put it in the box!
the you missed.
All right, well, here's a positive for you, Dave. Seriously. Brian Burns had a couple sacks yesterday. Leads the NFL. He's got 9 of them, which is nice.
RJ, what did he say yesterday on his other show that you were laughing about? Subscribe, don't
subscribe, don't subscribe. I don't really care.
I don't care.
I should have grabbed that.
I don't care. Honestly, I don't care about much today. This is the truth. I want to get to 10 o'clock and I want to be done.
You were going to pummel Nico, I think.
This is one of the great photos of all time.
Was that me eating the mic?
Yes. Jameis Winston eats W's, you eat Mike's.
It's you in your element.
Yeah.
I'm still so angry. I'm glad you guys think this is so humorous. This is the problem. A man goes through tragedy, and this is the way you react to it.
Listen, it's only been 1,602 games since it's happened. Don't worry about it.
Whatever.
It'll happen again in, 70 years?
You know what? Honestly, RJ, I don't want to hear from you. I don't even know what that little purple minion is you're sending out last night.
Oh, what? The
little devil.
Oh,
yeah.
the devil. Because the Niners won.
Oh, yeah. You're right, but what the hell is that?
Celebrating.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. It must be great.
All right, here's another positive. I mean, it's only the 8th most improbable win in the Next Gen Stats era,
which is what, like 1912?
No, 2016.
Is that when Next Gen Stats started?
2016. The Broncos win probability was low as 0.7%.
Mm-hmm.
The old 1936 Next Gen Stats.
That's right. Bronco Nagurski is big with the Next Gen Stats.
I wonder what those stats look like in 1936.
NFL injuries talked about yesterday.
Does it even matter, RJ?
Some stuff does. I mean,
fine.
it's subjective, really, if it matters to you. It matters to Jaden Daniels. He needs an MRI after Ray's Cowboys beat up on the Commanders. Bryce Young obviously left the game against the Jets. Got an Andy Dalton sighting. He's got that ankle injury to nurse. Cardinals do expect Kyler Murray back after the Cardinals bye week. And remember Charvarius Ward, who suffered a concussion in pre-game
hammered by his tight end.
Well, he's on injured reserve now.
Wow.
So
how hard did he hit him?
He smashed him. You didn't see him? He looked like he was dead. Laid him right out.
Bucs receivers, Emeka Ibuka, and sounds like Mike Evans is going to go, but officially both listed as questionable. Ibuka apparently has a real chance to play tonight after we didn't think that was the case. I guess the extra day of rest helps him. And Brandon Graham is considering unretiring to rejoin the Eagles.
Look at me.
Yeah, hop right back on board. College football, busy weekend. Florida has officially fired Billy Napier. They're 3-4, not the start they hoped for. And Colorado State got rid of Jay Norvell. You know, I was asking Dave about this, Rick, during one of the breaks. Do you foresee a world where, because of the money being thrown around, like look at what Kurt Cignetti decided for.
Yep.
That some of these big-time NFL jobs, I'm not necessarily talking about like the Giants if that were to happen, but your run-of-the-mill NFL job. Is there real thought to now taking like the Florida job? People are throwing around like $90 million guaranteed, $14, $15 million a year for these college coaches. Like, is there a world where college is poaching good candidates from the NFL?
It depends if we want to deal with everything that's involved with being like, do you want to be like Dan Lanning and jumping into a pool with your shirt off? Or like doing college game day and taking your shirt off with Pat? Like, is that something that you want to...
Yeah, only to lose. That was sad.
You want to be doing? Like to have kids all of a sudden say, you're coaching me too hard, so I'm going to go in the transfer portal? I mean, is that...
I don't know. It might just be I wonder, and this ties back to Dable in a way. I just wonder if because of the big-time openings, like Penn State's already open. Florida's already open. Like, I wonder if you're competing, if you're... Maybe the Giants would be competing with Florida.
I don't know. I mean, look, I think the advantage that college has is it feels like college can give more money.
It's endless.
They can pay more money than the NFL can, which is wild.
Penn State, by the way, thought get rid of James Franklin, who gave a nice
again.
Yep, lost again. Terry Smith, Iowa, no thank you. 0-4 in the Big Ten or Penn State. New AP polls out for college football. Alabama, Georgia moving into the top 5. Tell you, my Crimson Tide are back. My guy. Vandy's into the top 10. The most fun player, like bang for your buck to watch.
Pavia.
Diego Pavia is awesome.
He
awesome.
He's like 5'10".
He's got some Johnny Manziel going on. I love watching him play. Carson Beck, I know.
Minus the other problems, probably though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like that. I just mean purely on the field.
Okay.
Carson Beck, Ray loves him. He threw 4 interceptions on Friday.
He sucks.
The four picks is bad enough.
And blames his tight end.
Yeah, blaming the tight end.
Blames his tight end.
Like,
Miami falls to Louisville. Miami's down to 9.
He looks like he's ready for a nap at any moment, by the way, Carson Beck.
He's sleepy.
Isn't he like sleepy Carson Beck? What a waste.
The opposite of Jackson Dart.
Right.
He's like the ambient version of Jackson Dart.
You're not kidding.
Vladdy and Trey Savage, remember him? He was out last night. Blue Jays over the Mariners, forced a Game 7 ALCS 2 night. Can hear that on 1050 ESPN. And I believe right here on 880 ESPN after the Rangers get done. Shohei Ohtani put together quite possibly what is the best postseason game of all time.
Is that even a debate?
3 home run. I mean,
I get one out of the stadium.
The only personally, yes, statistically, you would think, but I just mean like power of the moment. Like it was,
well,
they were
listen,
up 3-0.
Reggie hit 3 home runs in it, like a 3-2. This was a 3-0 series.
Yeah,
so they were going to win it regardless. But no one's ever had a better postseason game.
No, 3 home runs, 10 strikeouts, unbelievable, truly unbelievable.
How about their starting pitching right now?
Yeah, who'd ever pick against them?
Only a moron.
Great question.
But I have always said, if you know me, I've always believed in the Jays and the Mariners, either one.
Yes. Who do you think wins that game tonight?
Ooh. Jays at home.
Yeah, I agree.
Kevin Durant, Rockets agreed to a 2-year, $90 million extension. NBA, by the way, tips off tomorrow. Knicks on Wednesday. Nets waive Kobe Buffkin, who they just got from the Hawks in a trade. Joel Embiid back on the court for the preseason finale for the Sixers. First time in an organized game in 8 months. Scottie Pippen Jr. of the Grizzlies out at least 12 weeks. He's got a big toe injury. And the Warriors waive Seth Curry, but do expect to re-sign him early in the season. That's it.
That's nice. Well done by you, putting us all in a great mood today.
I'm trying.
It needed to be.
I thought that was great.
It was well done.
Maybe that's
They actually asked Miss Terry about Saban taking the Penn State job.
I did see that.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. She did leave it kind of open, like I haven't seen a number yet.
Talked about her babies.
Her babies, yeah, Lane and Kirby. But
that's crazy.
Can we go to
the numbers?
If
the
you guys
numbers
want to
right
sit here talking about Miss Terry.
I love watching that show.
Miss Terry's awesome. What do you mean?
All right, continue.
Listen, Rodrigo's, he's available. He just kicked a 33-yard right down the pipe.
Smashed it.
$600,000 kick he just made.
That kid had a chance, too.
The kid booted it. He just
the
missed
Giants
it wide.
should sign him as kicker.
I mean, he had the leg.
Oh, you guys doing good. Keep him.
Call Green Bay up, seriously.
Keep
Call
him.
Green Bay. They're going to have to cut one of these guys at some point.
Will they?
Well, the one guy's got, the one team's got Eddie. I'm sure Joel's around somewhere you can get.
Joel's a pitcher.
Joel.
All right, Joel's a pitcher.
Panero.
I'm not here for your hijinks. I'm going to go to break now. You guys can continue the conversation on the other side. I'll slowly bow out. You'll have this great Miss Jenny or whatever conversation, but I won't be here for it. DNR with you. ESPN New York. Parker Romo, he can make every kick. Joel Pinheiro, he can make whatever his name is. Freddie Pinheiro, whatever Pinheiro's name is. I don't know his name. All right. I know her name, even though I'm not happy today. She's Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Yep, I'm going to give you a 37-second traffic report. A lot can happen in 37 seconds. Let's go out to 3 eastbound, getting out toward the Meadowlands. It's an accident. Watch for delays as you head to the Cross Bronx West, getting out toward Rosedale Ave. An accident being cleared. Traffic is moving slowly outbound George Washington Bridge with construction. Alternate side parking rules suspended for religious observance. Sponsored by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor is another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets, from yards to touchdowns to who will win. With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/K to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with the gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code UNSPORTSMANLIKE. That's code UNSPORTSMANLIKE. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. If you feel refreshed and rested today, you won't tomorrow because we got the 10 o'clock football game tonight, which is ideal.
Nice doubleheader.
Yep. Well, listen, the games are good. I'm wondering why the NFL has to go 9 o'clock on Sunday morning and then 2 Monday night games.
Just to really punish you.
Because they know I'm going to stay up for the 10 o'clock game.
Yeah, listen, the 1 o'clock slate wasn't great yesterday.
That was terrible.
Right. So now you got 2 good games tonight. I'm sure it has something to do with money, and
we
have both the games.
Yes.
So
I think that's probably a pretty good guess.
Right. Well, a lot of juice on tonight's games, at least.
No, these are 2 really good games.
Yeah,
we all have skins in the game here tonight.
Right. I mean, and then me and RJ are going directly head-to-head against Raymond.
Raymond took the Seahawks minus the 3.5, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I like that game for you guys. But
we got a 3-0 on the line tonight.
So someone is going 3-0 this week. It just depends whether it's you or Raymond.
That's right. So that's spicy.
I hope it's you.
Thank you. I've been nice to you today.
Wait, A, you've been nice to me, and B, Raymond already got his big win. He doesn't.
I
Ray,
have nothing.
Would you punt on that game tonight? Let him get that win.
If I get to keep my Cowboy win, yeah, absolutely.
Of course, you get the Cowboy win.
Yeah, of course you get
I'd still like to get tonight. I need a nice 3-0. I had a couple bad weeks there.
Right.
Well, you could be like me, who's lost 5 games in a row.
Right, we're all jumbled up. You're still right there, Raymond. I have nothing. I mean, my football team stinks. My fantasy football team just got smashed. Dave's fantasy football team stinks also. But
a lot of guys going through fantasy struggles.
Because we can't stop the opposite. You know what we're like? We're like led by Shane Bowen, my fantasy team.
Shane Bowen's not popular.
We can't stop anybody.
Here. Yeah, but you don't really have defense in fantasy.
I've allowed more points in the league than anybody, and it's not even close.
But you're not allowing them. The teams that you're playing, are scoring a ton of points.
Yep, that's right.
I think whoever I was playing got over 200 points this week. So
yeah, I saw that, which is jarring.
So I got no chance.
No, and I have a chance if Njibba does well tonight, but he'll probably get hurt.
Why would you say that? Njibba's been great this season.
Yeah, but he won't be tonight.
Anita loved the Broncos, too, to smash the Giants.
And last but not least, Jackson Smith Njibba.
Yeah.
That's well said. Let's go to the calls. D in Queens. D, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
You sound so enthusiastic to talk to me. How you doing, fellas?
Hi, D. How are you?
We're excited to talk
to
you,
It's not you personally. It's just the mood I'm in is not great.
Okay, listen. The Giants, I've been saying since last year, Daboll's a bad coach. This thing was a good thing because you needed some clarity to get rid of him. Because what could have happened is he wins some more games, and then you get a false sense of, oh, this is the guy, and then you're stuck with him or paying a contract. So that was the good thing.
If you really believe that losing a game like this and losing a game like the Cowboys and whatever else is down the pike, if you really believe that that will be the ultimate decision maker and they move on from him, then maybe in the long run you're right. But right now, it doesn't feel very good.
It feels awful.
And let's go to the Jets because I'm a Jets fan. This whole romanticizing about Aaron Rodgers is hilarious to me. Listen, let's go back to last year. Not about Aaron Rodgers, but I remember saying over and over and over again, the real villains over time will be exposed. One was Woody. We saw what happened with that. And the other was Joe Douglas. And let's revisit that. The Jets are bereft of talent on the offensive side. We all agree with that. Justin Fields should not have come here. He should have stayed in Pittsburgh. He took more money. He wanted to start. I get it, but he should have stayed in Pittsburgh because this is not the spot. The offense is bad. The OC is terrible. You have two mobile quarterbacks, and you're running an offense built for Jared Goff. The OC is terrible. Okay, he's bad. The way they're running the offense is nonsense for two mobile quarterbacks. And listen. Everyone was trying to blame everything on Justin Fields last week. Well, Tyrod Taylor had the same amount of sacks. The offensive line is not good. Plain and simple. They lost a big piece over in the preseason, and that's looking like a big deal.
Right, but to compare, but D, I appreciate the phone call. But to compare the sacks that happened yesterday compared to the sacks that were taken the week before, I don't know if this is a fair comparison. Not every sack is created equally. Last week we asked Rich. I think he gave Fields credit for 3 or 4 of the sacks. He had 4 seconds to throw on average.
Right. He had plenty of time to throw the ball last week.
Is Tyrod Taylor a huge upgrade from Justin Fields? No, he's not a huge upgrade. But at the very least, he can throw the football. So if you want to run the offense a certain way because that's what you're comfortable doing, and you can't fully take advantage of having a really athletic Justin Fields as your quarterback, then it would make sense to go to Tyrod Taylor. What doesn't make sense is that you were so hell-bent on, I can't bench a player after one bad game, and yet now it's one bad game and a bad half, and you went right to Tyrod Taylor.
That's right. Aton in Valley Stream. Aton, you're on ESPN New York.
Fellas, at the end of the year, when they decide whether or not to bring these guys back, this game has to be brought up. Dable and Shane have to go, man. Shane can't find a kicker. Dable, all he had to do was run the ball at 3rd and 5. Denver calls a timeout. You punt. They have to go the length of the field down by 10 points. That's a win. There's no way they should have lost that game.
No.
There's no way they should have lost that game.
I told you. I think it was
play that game 1,000
times,
times, and the Giants wouldn't lose that game.
That was a perfect
Try
storm.
to find a kicker, please. Can they find a kicker? Somebody?
That's disgusting. Thanks for the call, man.
Well, just finding a
watching
kicker,
this guy
though.
go out there and do what he considers field goal kicking, place kicking, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, but I saw a video of him kicking a 65-yard field goal.
Great. Indoors when nobody's watching.
Right.
Well, I actually feel badly for him, but not badly enough not to give him a hard time today.
No, of course. He missed 2. He missed 1 last week. Here's my problem with it, though. It's almost like a dereliction of duty. You watch the NFL, it's almost to the point now where they have to change the rule because the kicking is so good and what a weapon it is. Right. And you're not taking advantage of it by having a kicker like that.
Because you can't.
Or even close to that.
You're not competent enough to do so.
Why not take advantage of it? Everyone else is. Right? Green Bay just kicked a 61-yard field goal.
Right. Everybody does.
We understand Dallas can do it because they got the best kicker
Chris
in the league.
Boswell, game on the line, 60-yard field goal. So why is it that Pinero, whatever his first name he's going by now, he hammering 58, 59, no problem.
It just seems like it just seems like bad business not to take advantage of that, or try to take advantage. Find someone to take advantage of that.
No, it's brutal.
For
game
this.
time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's exactly when it's Tully time. Busy night tonight. Rangers hosting the Wild at the Garden, 7:00. And we have a Game 7 in the American League Championship Series. First pitch between the Mariners and the Blue Jays from Toronto, 8:08. And then not one but two Monday Night Football games as well. That's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. You want to get in on the conversation? The Giants and the collapse, the Jets and the just ineptitude? We're here for you for another 15 minutes, and then we hand it over to Bart and Carlin. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you. A very uplifting Monday on ESPN New York.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Listen up, football. Ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kid's bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. Know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how will I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTI, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I still stand by the fact that I'm envious of you today.
I couldn't disagree with you more.
Yeah, I know, and John feels the same way. But you're also both Jets fans, and you feel like you wish you were alive. I wish I was just dead. Like you didn't have any excitement for the Jets yesterday.
No, none.
Right, so you
No,
go
but
through
what
the
I look
motions,
forward
the
to
game
then?
ends, you don't feel badly, your week is
I
not
do feel
affected
badly.
by it.
Yeah, I do feel badly. That I'm a Jets fan. That's what I feel bad about.
Right, but that game yesterday doesn't cause you any pain.
I know it doesn't cause me pain, but I would rather feel the pain because I spend the entire offseason excited for the next season to start, and I'm sitting here now 0-7. As bad as that loss was, I'm sure during it, as you were belting to ass on the group chat, you were loving every second of it.
I loved the first 50 minutes of that game. Loved it.
And then it made you. So now I'm excited, and all of a sudden now I'm pissed, and I'm back excited again because Jackson Dart scores the touchdown. Now I'm upset again. And you got a quarterback, man. You got one. I don't.
That's the thing. That's the thing that gives you pause and makes you kind of have a little introspection. Is that you have the quarterback,
Right.
And that
You're in a
should
much
change
better
everything
spot than I
moving
am.
forward.
You're in a much better spot than I am.
Oh, I'm not arguing that.
Right. Give me that.
I'm not arguing that. The Giants are actually not in bad shape because I think the job is attractive. I think free agents might want to now come here because you look at the quarterback and you see the excitement level, right? I mean, Neighbors comes back healthy. You add another receiver, fix up the offensive line a little bit. And even so, you see what this kid's able to do with the offensive line that's not good. Like, he's a game changer. That being said, today is a miserable day.
Today's a miserable day, and I understand that. And I think you've worn it well. I think you kind of spoke for the Giants fan. Here's a question for you though: does the loss and the way it happened incentivize Joe Shane and Brian Dable even more to go out and make a move?
Well, that would be even dumber.
Well, I know it's dumber, but I'm asking. I mean, is that a possibility?
Why? Because now they feel like their backs are up against the wall.
Yes.
Well, is there any fail safe in place that if they're like, all right, we're going to go trade a 2 and a 5 for Waddle, and there's a chance that Dable's going to be out here, does somebody stand up and say, no, you guys, you can't just run this thing into the ground because you're desperate?
Listen, Joe Shane said he wouldn't, but I could very easily, in an office with John Mara, I could easily explain to him why we should make the Jalen Waddle move. Right?
I think that becomes dangerous, actually.
I think it probably is a little dangerous, but Jalen Waddle would help us now.
He would help you now, and he'd help you next
us
year.
The next couple of years.
Right, he would, but you need those picks.
I know you need those picks, but I'm saying, you couldn't live in a world where
I absolutely could.
Right, you could explain to John Mayer, hey, we need to do this.
Absolutely, I could.
And it's great for our young quarterback.
Right. Now we have a stud number 2. We know Neighbors is going to come back. All of a sudden, we're littered with talent offensively, and we're putting that around a second-year quarterback. Think about how good that's going to be. It'd be great, but I think you have to be very careful with that.
I agree, but, again, you're talking about...
But that worries me.
I understand why it worries you, and it would also worry me, though, just the whole idea of, what direction we go in here with this. Because I think naturally, after what you saw with Daniel Jones and replacing coaches and offenses and everything else, that there's probably a hesitation from ownership to do that to Jackson Dart.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
And he did just give you a win against the Eagles. You should have beaten Denver. I'm sure along the way there'll be a couple more big wins because
all right,
Jackson Dart's
on the
playing
flip
that well.
side, coaches are losing games for this team, though.
Yeah, I listen. I understand that.
So John Mayer's not an idiot. If someone points out to him, you are literally losing multiple games because of,
but
of a
does that
lack
mean,
of coaching.
Right, but he'll also turn around and say, Jackson Dart scored how many points against Denver's defense?
Okay, yeah, maybe
right,
you
so
will.
you want
I
someone
don't
to pay the they could very easily say you want someone to pay the price. Okay, Shane Bowen's gone.
Okay, yeah, listen, I think Shane Bowen's gone.
That doesn't change anything between me and Jackson Dart. I keep rolling, and then we bring in a new defensive coordinator. And I can blame him.
We'll see. Well, this is going to be a very big offseason for this team. Very big. Dan in Jersey, quick before we go to 3 stars. Dan, what do you got?
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. I'm not going to get into how we feel. We all feel terrible on this morning. But I think the Giants need to get rid of Joe Shane and not Joe Shane. I actually think Joe Shane's doing a pretty good job. Brian Dable and the rest of the coaching staff, gone. I can't deal with this anymore. They're losing games left and right for the Giants. Dable lost the Giants 3 games earlier on in the season where he starts Russell Wilson, who clearly doesn't have it and should never even take another snap in the NFL again because They gave him $10 million. It's just a mess. I'm done. Like, I want to get off the ride. It's ridiculous how bad these Giants have been for this long. But we have the quarterback, and that's what gives me some solace.
And it should.
On this terrible Monday morning.
And it should. And I think that's the right attitude. You should be despondent and miserable and angry and nauseated and all those words. And also, I think you have the quarterback. And I don't think he's kind of good. He looks like he might be a game-changing quarterback.
I would like to say this to them. Did we hang up on Dan?
Yeah, we did. Sorry.
Dan, with the whole Alabama quarterback thing, deserves some flowers right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks good, huh?
He does. So good on you, Dan. It's a nice little take from him because he's usually the hot take guy, and he comes firing out of the gate with him. It's a crazy hot take.
That looks like it was a good take.
That was a good take by him.
Yeah, he's played very well.
He's played really well, and then Alabama's back, man.
By the way, this is such an awful take.
Why? What happened?
Brent Knight, you and Rick are trying to defend Jackson Dart. It sounds so pathetic. He stunk. You're an idiot.
Jackson Dart did not stink.
Honestly, like you should go into hiding. You're a moron, Brent Knight. Stunk. That email stinks.
He made a bad throw. It was a bad decision.
Oh, it was a bad. He put up 32. He put up really 35 points against the best defense in football. How is that stunk?
I do not think he stunk.
He did not.
A little luck
stink.
involved. A little luck there in the final drive.
Absolutely. But
that
come
happens.
on, stunk.
No, I don't think he stunks. I don't think that the Denver players, after having some hesitation, as like, what is this guy all about? Watched him play and thought he stunk.
Raymond, Ray.
Hi.
I know you're in a great mood this morning.
Yeah.
You want to do your 3 stars?
That would be great.
Go ahead.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
I mean, we were worried really to start.
Very afraid right now.
Why?
Because
I'm not gonna hit you.
You never know.
You could verbally hit him.
Did you say hate or hit?
Either, but I said hit.
There was that concern.
Hopefully his best stuff doesn't end up on YouTube.
No, and I think we superseded that today. I think it all went very well.
Number 2.
Although,
how is he in the NFL? Leave him in Denver.
He won a kicking competition.
Yeah, against what, children? Why is it that every other team, hey, Parker Romo, he can make every kick. Joel Pinheiro, he can make whatever his name is. Freddie Pinheiro, whatever Pinheiro's name is. Whatever I don't know his name.
Yeah, we were struggling with kicker names today.
Oh, yeah, the backup on, what's the guy's name on Green Bay? Havraslack, whatever his name is, 61, no problem. How do you even say his name, by the way?
McAtamney.
No, I don't think that's right.
But tell Jordan how you pronounce it.
McTammany.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Number 1.
All right, back to where it began.
Go back to bed. Get back under the covers and go back to bed. You don't want to listen to this today.
Well, that's not true.
Put me in a coma, really. Not one that's going to last forever. Not like a Klaus von Bülow coma. Just like a garden variety. 3-4 days till the pain subsides, and then you bring me out.
And it culminates.
The guys are going to be like, Dave, you're peaking a little bit, guy. Dave, you're peaking a little bit. Maybe move it. No. Maybe I eat the microphone. I'm furious.
Yeah, go ahead. And
that
check
voice.
Go
that
check
right
out,
there.
Go check out Rick's Twitter if you want to see how that looked. Or any of the socials, because it's all over the place.
I'm sure it is. Great. You guys have great enjoyment at my misery. Are we done?
We're done.
I go to bed?
Look at our little graphic for 3 stars, by the way. That's
nice.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
Nice.
Oh, it's all happening now. What a time to be alive. It's Rule 76.
No excuses, play like a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg and
misery.
Right here on ESPN New York. And you can see us on YouTube.
Maybe I